Okay, right. Welcome, welcome, one and all, and God bless you all for being here. I am your host, Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations, and I am now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a free man. I'm out of Hudson County Jail, and I do not wish that on anyone. Anyone thinks that's easy? They're out of their freaking mind. They haven't been to a county jail. It is, the conditions were deplorable. And understand, most of the people who were there belong to be there. But an independent, investigative American journalist who investigates a corrupt politician, Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, there was no way in hell I should have been there. And I've got stories. I can make a whole book up just for the time that I was in that jail. Now, I so appreciate everyone joining me today. And I want to start bringing on my team. And this is my team. And we are the team. It's a We the People team. It's not a Leroy Truth team. It's a We the People team, which you are part of as well. Because I am Leroy Truth, you are Leroy Truth, and anyone who stands for justice and commits to peacefully exposing the corruption of tyrants, whether they be mayors, senators, police officers, any government official who misuses and abuses their title and their position to hurt us, to take away our rights. For me, Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, who's also the head of the Judiciary Committee, wants me in state prison, ideally for the rest of my life. Now, let's get started here with everyone. And Vinny is actually, he's the producer of the show. And
not really.
Well, you are. So welcome, Vinny, and God bless you for being here. And you put this all together. And so welcome, everyone. Garden State Accountability. We have a number of special guests here, which are all part of the Leroy Truth, We the People team. So Vinny, Garden State Accountability, please subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. He's a very good friend of mine. And he drives 2.5, 3, 4 hours to come up to Union City. And with great sacrifice to him, because he's committed, like each of you are, like each of our team is here, to making America free again. One local municipality at a time. So Vinny,
shout out to the Exposure Report. I'm sorry, he's in the chat. He said, I'm Leroy Truth. So shout out to the Exposure Report.
Hey, and also Good Guy Activism, you're Leroy Truth. We are all Leroy Truth. It's a movement. It's a mission. It's not simply one man.
Absolutely.
And Good Guy Activism, let's get him on here too. Can you send him the link?
Yeah, I'm going to send you a link.
All right. So while he's doing that, let's bring up. Let's see, is his exposure report in here yet, or he had to go back to his party?
He's going to be at dinner. He might hop in a little bit later.
All right. And so the exposure report is here in spirit. He's in the chat because today is his birthday. That's the exposure report with David Snow. Again, he's incredible friend and fearless. And today is his birthday, and his family literally made reservations for him at 8 o'clock. So he's going to pop in at some point, and he has been there since the beginning. Him and Scalzo Photo. Now, Scalzo is very sick. He's been sick for a while. Otherwise, Scalzo would be here. So God bless you, Scalzo. You were here since everyone else. You were the first person I met. And, you've done some incredible work. You've become one of the best speakers I've heard as well. So Scalzo is not here in person, but he is here. He's watching. And I want to bring up my good friend and the OG, John Felix, as well. The originator of Auditpalooza. And if you can bring him up on stage, there he is, the man, the myth, and the auditing legend, who has coined some of the most common phrases. Either he coined them or he made them famous. And that I've used many times, and so many people.
You used it. That the first thing when you said cop-splaining to him, he got triggered. That's what the first thing you said. You're like, I'm tired of your cop-splaining. And then that's when everything changed. He's like, oh, what? What'd you say? And he said, that's when he said you're grandstanding once he threw his political opinion in there. And you were right. Listen, bro, keep your political opinion to yourself. Shut your mouth. And then, of course, he got super triggered. And he went full RAPIST mentality on you because you forced him to do that to you. You know how they are.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because, as you all saw, I continue to attempt to de-escalate him. And it shouldn't be the job of the public to de-escalate the police. It should be the police who are trained to de-escalate. But he had a mission, and his mission was to set me up. Now, I want to welcome everyone in here, and please smash that like button. And that's where we get some of our anger out and so forth, because we do everything we do peacefully. But smash the like button. Please share this on all your social media platforms. Let's see if we can get up to 1,000 people or more in this live. It's a very, very important live. And I just got out of jail yesterday, and there was so much that happened with John Felix supporting me, Garden State, the exposure report, and AV Designs. And I didn't see you, Arya, for a minute there. But before I bring you up on stage, or you bring him up, you were saying something, John?
Something like, dude, I'm sorry. I'll butt back in when I remember. Right. Sorry.
Once it comes back. Now, I want to introduce everyone to Arya. And AV Designs, he is my new good friend. He is my video editor, and he's absolutely amazing. And not just as an editor. He's worked with mainstream media, and that's why he has developed such a skill set that he's the best editor I've seen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, it's an honor to be part of the team, and I'm happy to be here. So it's good to meet everybody. So thank you.
And thank you for the $4.99 super chat. We appreciate that.
Oh, God bless you. And it's great to see you free again, Leroy. Ben, it is great to be free again. I was unlawfully, illegally incarcerated, and I'm going to share more a little bit later about what the prison conditions were. But they were deplorable. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And that Stack wants me to be in state prison, not just county. And it was crazy. Now, who do we have? We have everyone up here yet? So John is up here. Okay, good. And also James Freeman is driving now, and he's going to try at some point, if you can find a place to stop the car and to pull over and join us for 5 or 10 minutes. And first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your evening with your families on a Sunday evening to be here. So many of you have supported me while I was incarcerated. And there was so much that the exposure report, David did, Arya did, Vinny did, behind the scenes. That, again, there's no way I would know because you're shut off from everything when you're incarcerated, especially a county jail. And it ain't a pretty place. And most of the people there, of course, belong there. You got some, extremely violent people. There were people screaming, these men screaming at the top of their lungs. You've never heard primal screaming sounds like this, with anger, and it was crazy. And Patricia Walden, we got your back. Frank Pants and DreamWorks. Let's see. Yeah, DreamWorks makes the teamwork, everybody. And Social Justice Water Pipe. Hello. Hey, you should join us too. If you can send the link to Social Justice Water Pipe, Mikey. He is.
So, Leroy,
what's that? Go ahead.
have you spoken to anyone with a legal background or pedigree? Has anyone said, like, have you heard? In my opinion, you say this to a lawyer, like any lawyer, and they would say, "This is absolutely ridiculous," and a prosecutor that takes this case must be corrupt. This, like, have any talk with anyone with any legal pedigree?
That's a very good question. And I've spoken with my attorney, my criminal defense attorney, which is Jacob Uriel. And God bless Sean. He's with his family right now. And so he probably won't be able to attend. He's on vacation. And he connected me with Jacob Uriel. And Jacob doesn't take a lot of cases at this point. And he was willing to take this case. So I'm extremely grateful to Jacob. And we talked briefly yesterday. Again, it was Friday night. He was with his family. We're going to talk again tomorrow. And so the answer to your question, John, is not yet. Well, actually, I've talked to some other attorneys, and there was talk of that any prosecutor who would find probable cause with what they saw in the video, they've got to be corrupt as well, because it's plain as day. He flopped. And what's the new hashtag? Is it cop flop?
Flop.
Yeah.
Cop flop. Hashtag
Spread
cop
that
flop.
around, everyone. Cop flop. And
Epic cop flop.
what was that?
Epic cop flop.
Yep.
Epic cop flop.
Yeah. I mean, he's the worst actor in the world. And I want to share this with everyone. This is very important, just so you all know. This video will be seen by everyone. We're not talking just the public. Of course, Mayor Brian Stack may be watching now. The Attorney General of New Jersey. And they're all trying to get me in prison for exposing the extreme corruption of them. Matt Plakanen, Attorney General.
That's what it's about.
What's that, John?
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. You're over the target. You're getting the flack. You're exposing stuff. Remember when I was up there with you, I told you there should be one media person per government employee. There's enough people, and think about that. If there was one of us per, everyone's special, it would be a boring job, but it'd be a civic duty. Hey, the secretary's on point. This janitor's on point. This congressman's on point. And they just have, each person has a media person attached to them. You're doing the work of hundreds of people. There's the amount of corruption there is versus the amount of people exposing it is 1,000,000 to 1 in the wrong direction. And
against the odds. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What you're doing is exponential damage to what they've been the corruption they've been building and festering behind the scenes. And here comes the truth. And they don't like the truth. And they don't like Leroy.
And I want everyone to understand that they're all watching this. And I'm glad they are. Because, again, we're all peaceful and we're all transparent. But they're trying to take me out up to the governor, Governor Phil Murphy. Because remember, Governor Phil Murphy, ordered to have me violently removed from a church in Jersey City, New Jersey, when he was in that church. And Brian Stack was in that church. And the ex-governor of New Jersey was in that church. Jim McGreevey, all very corrupt people. And the exposure report was sitting next to me, David Snow. I was literally praying, and it's all on video. And how do we know that Governor Phil Murphy ordered me taken out of that church? Because his security detail. We got body cam footage from Jersey City Police, and you see Governor Murphy's personal security detail, who are usually state troopers, talk to the Jersey City Police, and it was muted at that point. And then after he gets done talking, it magically unmutes, and they immediately go into the church. And before they come down the aisle to forcefully and violently remove me while I'm praying. Never happened in the history of the United States that a man has been ripped out of a church, let alone a journalist, by a sitting governor, Phil Murphy. And before one of the police from Jersey City Police went down that aisle, they said to the other cops and other people there, "This is going to get ugly." Why would it get ugly? Because of them. Jersey City Police. I'm praying. David, the exposure report was right next to me. They didn't arrest me, but they threw me to the street like trash on the order of the governor.
That's still ongoing litigation on you're still litigating that, right?
Well, I am, and that's all I can say about it now, but yes.
Okay.
That's all in process. And Stack is doing everything possible to allegedly manipulate judges and manipulate prosecutors into getting all of these, making sure no litigation goes forward at all. And my entire team, the exposure report, Vinny, the Garcia Accountability, and Scalzo Photo have opened up a deep investigation on all of the judges in Hudson County. Now, not that they are all complicit with Stack, because there aren't. There are still, God bless them, there are still numerous judges and prosecutors who do the right thing. But there are also numerous judges and prosecutors that allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly, there are no statements of fact here, but I've gotten major allegations about some of the judges in Hudson County. And that Brian Stack, mayor, senator, head of Judiciary Committee, who, by the way, picks all the judges and prosecutors, he has allegedly tampered with them and may still be doing that in regards to my case. So stay tuned for that investigation. And as you said, John, there's no one else in the entire state that is trying to simply expose them. It's not my job to indict them. That's the FBI's job. It's me. It's Vinny, Garden State Accountability, the Exposure Report, Scalzo Photo, John Felix, Sean Long Island Audit.
Let me say
Mikey,
one thing, and I'll get out of here.
Mikey's here now.
Oh, hey, Mikey. What?
Guys hear me?
You're kind of breaking up. Go ahead.
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm so glad you're out, Leroy. I was like literally legit worried for your safety being in Hudson County Correctional Facility.
Oh yeah, that place. I'll tell more detail, but yeah, it is not a place anyone wants to find themselves in, especially when 99% of the people belong there. And
Hey, Leroy.
yeah, go ahead.
Let me just say something. I'm out of here to make room for everybody else. It was very nice meeting you guys. When I was up there, I felt literally, because I'm from Cleveland, and when I was with you guys, I felt like I was with my homeboys back in Cleveland. Like it's all the same type of aura, the insult comedy, hang out, go to diners. You, Vinny, David, and Scalzo, the little bit I got to see of him, and I'm worried about him. Scalzo, man, come on, bro, get it together. You guys were amazing. Thank you for having me. Godspeed to you. Every accolade you got, you deserve, and you deserve a lot more, Leroy. And thanks for having me on, dude, and even me being your friend. And I'll talk to you later, okay?
You're my good friend. Thank you so much for just sharing some time with us, and God bless you again. Thank you for Auditapalooza.
Of course.
Regardless of any awards, it was an incredible time. I mean,
I had a great time. Amazing
Thank
time.
you, guys. Godspeed,
Yeah, okay.
all right?
All right, take care.
See you.
All right, and Mikey, would you share some perspectives? And I totally forgot to post this on Facebook and this link. But before that, I want everyone to understand the FBI watches all of my videos as well. So they're going to see this also. And I'm asking a direct message to the FBI that I know that you have a lot on Stack, and enough's enough. Stack has been escalating things. He wants me unalived. I have received numerous death threats, and they continue to increase, including someone from the county told me that they allege, again, we're making allegations, no statement of fact, that he was talking with someone in Hudson County and they were on speaker, or Stack was on speakerphone. And someone heard the speakerphone, allegedly, and what Stack said was, Leroy is a coward. If he went to the county, he would be laying next to Jimmy Hoffa. That's Senator Brian Stack, allegedly, who's also the head of the Judiciary Committee. He picks all the judges. He picks all the prosecutors. He picks the Attorney General. Even though he may not directly, he has when it comes to the Attorney General, he tells the governor who to choose. He has that power and influence. That came from the head of the Judiciary Committee. He's got to be suspended from that committee pending an outside investigation by the FBI, bottom line. So I'm going to put this link on here now. FBI, don't wait until he unalives me. That's where this is headed. I got numerous messages today, and this is what we're getting, is that since the jail thing didn't work, I was in protective custody there, and which there was talk about taking me out there, that I learned that things may escalate from outside the jail. So if anything happens to me, I will never unalive myself. I love my life. FBI, you investigate Stack, Lieutenant Gaston, and everyone else in the mix. Justin Mercado, Sergio de Rojas, Mikey Sherrill, the governor-elect, who is a complete puppet of Mayor Stack because he got her elected.
Let's
while
go,
I'm doing
TBO. Thank you for the $50 super chat. We really appreciate that. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
that's Otbo. We all have a goal. Together we can do it. Our own networking can make it happen. Because we're all Leroy Truth. It's a mission and a movement. Who else is going to save America and make America free again? The mainstream media doesn't. In fact, no media in New Jersey picked this story up. That I was charged with aggravated assault, which everyone thinks that I beat the ... out of Lieutenant Gaston. That's what people are telling me who don't know the story, including when I was in jail. It's like, now, number one, it never happened. But that's what, when people hear aggravated assault, they didn't understand. They may not have seen the video that literally showed Lieutenant Glenn Gaston, who allegedly is on the Brady list for lying. And allegedly, he hurt himself off the job when he wasn't working as a police officer, and then allegedly said he hurt it on the job so he can get whatever, workman's comp, allegedly. And then he got allegedly put on the Brady list. So what's his credibility like, Mikey? And Mikey, if you would share some perspectives while I'm doing this here. Mikey, are you there with us? Can you hear us, Mikey?
We can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you, Mikey.
No,
Right.
nothing.
No, now we hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You put him on
Yeah.
screen. You're on stage.
I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, no, listen, Leroy, I admire your resilience. I mean, Brian Stack, I was legit worried about you being in Hudson County Correctional Facility. And when I heard that this had happened, I know you. I'm like, there ain't no way in God's green earth that you did anything remotely that could even be like confused as assaulting an officer. One of the things that you always preach, and you do it, and you lead by example, is peaceful redressing our grievances with government. So, I knew it was nonsense. But when I saw the video, I was like, that is unbelievable, because the video was worse than I had anticipated. Because in my head, I'm kind of like, like how would this have transpired? But you got pulled out of your seat. This guy throws himself to the ground like a turtle on his shell. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I was worried that you were going to be in there all weekend and whatnot.
You,
when I heard you got out last night, I was like, thank God.
And thank you, Lynn Harris.
Oh, and Lynn Harris, God bless you. Thank you for the super chats. And if you're going to all mods put my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, that would be super helpful. And Lynn Harris wrote.
There's the GoFundMe in the description as well.
All right. And thank you for that, Vinny. And Vinny's the one who set up the GoFundMe. My legal expenses will be huge. I am facing mandatory prison time in state prison if found guilty. That's the laws in New Jersey. Aggravated assault on a police officer is mandatory state prison time. I broke no law. I did not commit that crime. And I need the best attorney possible, and it can cost as much as $50,000 or more. When I'm trying to save children from an alleged assaulter who's teaching right now in Union City schools. And Mayor Brian Sachs has been covering up for over 23 years, allegedly. This teacher. And that's what I was there for in the Board of Education, once again. Yet I am now facing years in state prison, an independent investigative journalist, a assault survivor myself, having been assaulted by a Catholic priest for 4 years while I was an altar boy, starting at the age of 7. I know what children have gone through, and I know what it is like when no one believes them, when you tell the adults. And I'm still trying to get justice in the courts for the Catholic Church. I was one of the leaders in New York State to get the Child Victims Act passed about 5-6 years ago that allows anyone who was assaulted by anyone, a priest, family member, mayor, senator, if someone happens to be head of Judiciary Committee or police officer, family member, that they can at least go to civil court and get some semblance of justice. I'm in the middle of that now. It's been at least 5 years. And I finally did my deposition last year, my first 2. And I know what it's like to go through that. And I was the first man to come forward about that priest back in 2002. No one had gone public about that yet. Within 2 weeks, 24 other men came forward to the local district attorney. This took place in Orange County, New York, South Centerville, New York, a place called Holy Catholic Church. And 24 other men within 2 weeks came forward. Turns out this priest did it for what he did, these crimes, for over 20 years. And he assaulted hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children. And since I came forward, many, many other adults have come forward now about that priest. And Jonathan Almeida was the first to come forward about the allegations against Union City protected person by Brian Stack, teacher, former football coach, and assistant principal, Edwin Marinez. Edwin Marinez is accused of exposing himself to little ones as young as 7 years old. And I got to talk in code, of course, for this platform. He was accused to engaging in S assault against students as young as 9th grade, and even married one of those students when she turned 18. And she admitted that on my Facebook page and then deleted the comment, but we did a screenshot. And she said to me, and God bless her, I have no idea what she went through. She was groomed allegedly by this teacher, allegedly Edwin Marinez, since she was in 9th grade. She's a victim of him. And she said, well, but Edwin Marinez, according to her, did the right thing and asked her father for her hand in marriage as soon as she turned 18. He still teaches there. And that was 20 years ago with her. They got married, divorced, had a kid. I mean, this is sick. And after my interview came out with Jonathan Almeida, the 2003 graduate who alleges that the coach used to have all the football players, because he was a football player, get together in a huddle. And then Jonathan Almeida's words, the coach, Edwin Marinez, would suddenly say to all the kids in the huddle, kids, who wants to see my ... And then according to Jonathan Almeida, he would whip the ... out and show all the kids and then put it back in. And then whoever Edwin Marinez caught looking at his ... he would call them the gay kid. And then him and all the other kids would make fun of him. And I was told by psychologists and psychiatrists who contacted me that was a grooming technique to see who may be interested in him. And it's been over a month since myself and the Exposure Report interviewed courageous 2003 graduate Jonathan Almeida. And Edwin Marinez, the teacher, was not suspended. Anywhere in the entire United States of America, any teacher would be suspended, regardless of guilt or innocence. We don't know that yet. That's why I've never, ever said Edwin Marinez is guilty. And I will not say that because it's not my place as a journalist to determine that. That's for a jury of his peers and a judge. But when you have allegations like that, you have to suspend someone. They can't work with kids anymore until the outcome. And Mayor Stack, Superintendent Sylvia Abato, the entire Union City Board of Education has refused to suspend an extreme alleged S assaulter, Edwin Marinez. You know what? Really crazy? Before you share, something really crazy here. When I was in jail, Hudson County Jail, I had numerous corrections officers who are Leroy Truth supporters and follow my work. And when I was telling one of them, I'm one of the rare people here who actually isn't guilty of what I'm charged with, aggravated assault against a police officer. I said, I'm here because I'm trying to protect children from an alleged S predator. And as soon as I said that, and I said he was in Union City, assistant principal, the corrections officer, he got a really, really funny look on his face. And he asked me, what's the name of that person? I said, the name of the person who has alleged to do these things was Edwin Marinez. He's like, oh my God, that was my teacher. This correctional officer's in Hudson County Jail. And I said, well, did he expose himself to you? He said, no, he didn't, but I heard the stories. Even prisoners knew who I was. And I met some interesting people, and to say the least. And they watched my YouTube videos. And they don't like people who allegedly credit to make that word up. Kids, little people.
It is the Exposure Report's birthday. Thank you, KT. Happy birthday to David with the Exposure Report.
And to you, Vinny.
Wow.
Yeah, Vinny
that
too.
was
Vinny had a
yesterday.
birthday
My
2 days
birthday
ago.
was
So thank
yesterday.
you to Vinny.
Or
Thank you to, thank you. Happy birthday to Vinny. Happy birthday to the Exposure Report. And who else has a birthday coming up? Mine was September 8th. So
What did you say there, Mikey? You got to come a little closer. I think it's when you're further away from your phone is when we can't hear you.
On my laptop, but yeah, okay. No, I said happy birthday. And I want to say it's important to note that the officer who was wearing the beanie, he wanted nothing to do with the whole interaction. You know, the way he got in between, you know, he held his partner back, you know, so it was very clear, and you see the way he was reacting. He didn't want any of that, you know. So
I
it's
don't think
important to
anybody
note
really did. Nobody looked like
Yeah.
they're really wanted to go hands on except for Gaston. Gaston hands
Correct.
on. So there you go.
Correct. And one of the reasons why, many reasons that I admire you, Leroy, but one of the reasons is because, you know, when the system and the establishment fails us, which happens more often than any of us are comfortable with, you know, it's almost like you can't rely on them to give us justice. So as we, the people, must give them justice. And the way that you pursue, you know, fighting the establishment, fighting Brian Stack and everything like that, it's just very admirable, and I appreciate your commitment to the work that you do. And this was just an effort for them to try to hem you up. I mean, you know.
Right, well, to permanently get rid of me, at least for like 5 to 10 years from investigating. And you're right. And that's all the strategy that literally the state of New Jersey is trying to stop me. And at this point, the entire mainstream media of New Jersey is silent. When I heard that after I came out of jail, that not a single article was done from mainstream media in the entire state of New Jersey, including Hudson County, it's just more proof that they're in collusion with Stack. When anyone, guilty or innocent, gets charged with aggravated assault against a police officer anywhere in New Jersey, that's news, front page news, if not headline news. Especially, it was Leroy Truth, because I've been exposing this corruption. And almost every article that mainstream media has done in New Jersey, 99.9% are negative. They're hit pieces on me. They say I'm harassing him, that I'm bothering him, that I you know, they claim Mayor Sacco is paying me to do this. He's the mayor of North Bergen, is right next to Union City, which he is not. I'm doing it because this is what I do. It's the right thing to do.
A couple days before the election, Leroy, Jim McGreevey was on his live Facebook, and he had a post that said,
describe. A lot of people don't know who Jim McGreevey is, or they're all over the world. So can you describe who he is?
Jim McGreevey is the disgraced ex-governor of New Jersey. And I mean, he's one of Brian Stack's guys, you know, so Brian Stack put him in place to, you know, I believe, to run for mayor to get, you know, more of a stronghold. And he had a live Q&A on Facebook before the election because he's running for mayor in Jersey City. And it said on it, ask questions, you know, live questions, Q&A. So I get in the chat and I ask, what happened with Leroy Truth and him being removed from the church in Jersey City? And next thing you know, he blocked me. Just blocked me because I mentioned your name.
That shows guilt. If they've got nothing to hide, Mikey, why would he block you?
I mean, it's just a cowardly move because he invited me essentially by putting the post, come ask questions, live Q&A, you know, and not to mention the questions that he were answering, they were all pre-scripted. Nobody in the chat, he wasn't answering anyone's questions in the chat. But the second I mentioned Leroy Truth, I'm done. He canned me. I can't even go on his page.
Wow. So he didn't just ignore your question, Mikey Bongholio. He blocked you.
Yep.
How guilty they are from their actions. Because if they had nothing to hide, if Mayor Brian Stack has nothing to hide, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, New Jersey Attorney General Matt Platkin, and ex-disgraced governor of New Jersey, Jim McGreevey, they would make statements. But they hide, and they try harder and harder to stop me, harder and harder to find some way to get me arrested. And in the midst now is a lot more higher probability that they will attempt something much more physically violent to me. And so, ideally that doesn't happen, but I'm willing to give my life for this. And throughout history, how have people removed dictators? Well, most of the time, it was through armies and violence. We don't do that. This is 100% peaceful. We're doing it through social media. We're doing it through you. You are the peaceful warriors, the peaceful freedom warriors, each and every one of you that are watching this, that watch Bongholio, Garden State Accountability, and Long Island Audit, John Felix, auditing Erie County, Brian, here's the deal. Everyone, Accountability for All. You're the peaceful warriors.
A new member.
Oh, awesome. Welcome. And I'm going to read everyone's super chat in just a minute. I'm not going to wait till the end. I want to read them in real time as much as possible. But you are the people that can make a difference with your peaceful phone calls. Relentless, peaceful phone calls. Your relentless, peaceful emails demanding accountability. And I want to make sure that we put the number of the Hudson County prosecutor on here. And also, if there's any email for Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi. Now, I am not a political channel. I am not a Biden supporter, Kamala Harris, Trump. That's irrelevant here. But we have, whoever happens to be president, they have a U.S. Attorney General, and we have a director of the FBI, Kash Patel. There's who's in place. Yes, I will absolutely work with who's ever in place. I am not left versus right. I'm not Republican on here or Democrat. We're left. We're right versus wrong, not left versus right here. So if someone can find U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi's number, please put it in here. And also, I just got word that Alexander Brower, and she has been online in some different things on Fox News. She's personal friends with James O'Keefe. And she sent the videos of Accountability for All and Long Island Audit, as well as the HudsonCountyTruth.com article, which is the one article that's our Leroy Truth Tyranny Team media outlet, to James O'Keefe personally. And so ask James O'Keefe to do a story on this. And we're going to show a video in a few minutes, everyone, so stay tuned for this. And James O'Keefe is an extraordinary investigative journalist. He probably the best in the country. And he has a lot of people go undercover.
Thank you, Constitutional Freedom Fighter.
Constitutional Freedom Fighter. And this is to pay for your first second of legal counsel. God bless you. Anything you can spare, everyone. $1 is wonderful as well. So thank you for the $10 super chat there. And it is. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You know what I was talking about? James O'Keefe. So James O'Keefe, he has done some incredible undercover work. You know what he did? He sent to Union City a few years ago an undercover young woman, and within seconds of this undercover young woman meeting with the president of the teachers union, her name was Kathleen Valencia. Within seconds, Kathleen Valencia says to this stranger, she picks up this file folder, like this thick, and she says, "You know what this is?" She said, "This is the file of a teacher who had S with a student. And I'm going to determine if he gets to keep his pension or not." Like, whoa! It's on video, people. They covered it up. That teacher's name was never revealed, and allegedly stacked cover for that student. It was just a few years ago. And I did a story on that video about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago on my Facebook. And everyone, please follow me on Facebook. My Facebook has been deleted 5 times. Allegedly by Mayor Brian Stack and Attorney General Matt Plotkin. 5 times I've had to restart it from scratch. And I'm rebuilding it again. I only have 1,700 followers. However, most of the people who watch are in Hudson County, Union City, Hudson County, and New Jersey. I'm almost at 750,000 views just in the last 28 days. Most people are terrified of following me who live locally because they're afraid Stack will retaliate against them. Because they do. And so please follow me on Facebook, and you will find daily numerous updates and reports on the corruption of Mayor Brian Stack, the investigation against Edwin Martinez, the alleged S-Predator, and so much more. So I want to read some super chats, and I want to hear from other people here, including Arya. But let's read the super chat. So Ben, again, God bless you. It's great to see you free again. I'm so happy about that myself. I'll tell you more about the jail in a few minutes and jail experience. Kim Gibson, YouTube member, and if you would consider becoming a member, it only costs a few dollars a month at the bronze level. Anything will help. And if the mods can keep putting the link that Vinny created for the GoFundMe to raise money to support my legal fund, and it's going to be very, very expensive. It's going to be at least $50,000 if we go to trial, and could even go 100,000. And there will be probably dozens of lawyers that Stack will have against me, because I'm in the process right now of trying to get reinstated 2 lawsuits that Stack got dismissed, a state and a federal, and he has 11 lawyers, 11 attorneys working against me, plus their firms. That's just the attorneys on record. I mean, it's sick. This is like a movie. And also Kim Gibson, again, thank you for becoming a member. Looks like you're a member twice. Twice is wonderful. And Alex, thank you so much for the super chat. Alex and Underground Adventures, thank you so much. The truth will prevail. Keep up the good fight. I will never stop.
Thank you.
And my team will never stop. The Exposure Report, Scouts of Photo Guard, State Accountability. And against all odds, please add this to Leroy's legal fees. We got your back, Leroy, and we're going to pack the courthouse too. And by the way, I have a grand jury. They want us to go to a grand jury on December 15th. And any prosecutor, like John Felix said, would be really criminal, so criminal action to move forward on this fake, bogus, aggravated assault charge against me, courtesy of allegedly Mayor Stack and Lieutenant Gaston. And Constitutional Freedom Fighter, have a coffee on me. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate that. And Ali Bell, I would bet my house that Leroy didn't arrest or hurt anyone. No. And as you see, especially the 360 video, it shows the truth. Lieutenant Gaston escalated, and then he did a cop flop, fake fall. And a number of people are saying, this is Leroy Truth's Brian Fahey. We had Cop Tua, now we have Cop Flop with Lieutenant Gaston. He's going to get very, very famous. And then we have here also, let Otvo, we all have a goal. Together we can do it. Our own networking can make it happen. And your peaceful phone calls and your peaceful emails will make a difference. All they will respond to is major public pressure, not a little bit of public pressure, but major public pressure. And everyone, please join the armyoffreedom.com. And that's an email, peaceful warrior group, peaceful freedom group that I am bringing together so I can send specific names and numbers to peacefully redress the government. So you just go to the armyoffreedom.com. It takes less than 10 seconds to sign up. It's free. And then we have Seth. God bless you, Seth, as well. Appreciate you. And Lynn Harris, Garland, Leroy, I'm so sorry these corrupt police, PD, and politicians unfairly arrested you. Appreciate your support and your emotional support and compassion. And BS Unleashed became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Leroy Truth Freedom team. And we also have Eileen became a YouTube member. God bless you. Thank you so much. Eileen, it looks like it repeats it twice. So welcome. Constitutional Freedom Fire. This is to pay for your first, that was so funny, your first second of legal counsel. I hope it's enough. It'll be great. Thank you. And Wolverine Transparency. Thank you, sir. Sir or ma'am? I think you're sir. I am so pissed about the rules for thee and not for me. Double standard is everywhere. It is so important to support one another and stand behind people like you. Don't liken the movement. This is not a liking contest. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but so appreciate you. Thank you. And then we got Ben, Leroy Truth for America. Again, thank you. All right, let's super chats for now. And also, mods, please keep putting the GoFundMe in there that Vinny set up. And what are we up to now in the GoFundMe, Vinny?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see where we're at.
And PayPal, Cash App, they don't take anything out. YouTube takes 30% out, but they're all appreciated.
Let me refresh this here. We're at $6,809, guys.
We're almost at
So
$7,000.
amazing.
God bless
That's
you,
amazing.
everyone.
God
God
bless.
bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to help so much because I am fighting for my freedom. And we're not talking like a typical story where a local municipality is trying to get an activist, an investigative journalist, or an auditor in jail. We're talking the entire corrupt state political machine of New Jersey is trying to get me in jail. I'm not jail, state prison, to prevent me from continuing to expose Stack. And some have asked, what's my goal? My goal is simple, is to make sure the FBI indicts and arrests Stack. And the moment they do that, two things are going to happen. I will call an immediate press conference on the steps of City Hall with my entire team and anyone else in the area that can make it in that moment. And we're going to do a press conference. And we're not going to gloat, but we're going to acknowledge, number one, the FBI for doing a great job for indicting and arresting him, and to acknowledge that this would be a major restart for Union City and Hudson County in New Jersey, because I can underline this enough. People are terrified of Mayor and Senator Stack. This is not normal in America. They are terrified because of the retaliation he does against not just them, against their families. He gives thousands of people's jobs, and they're basically his puppets and slaves. And they must campaign for him or else they're fired, retaliated against, their families are retaliated against, all kinds of ways. You can send building inspectors there, do $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 fines, $100,000 fines for builders who don't donate to his fundraisers. Private families around these building inspections, and they got us pay tens of thousands of dollars to fight them. That's criminal. Those are federal crimes, FBI. Go, go, go. Let's make Union City, Hudson County, and New Jersey free again. And then after that indictment and arrest happens, we're going to have a giant gathering of anyone in Hudson County, New Jersey, and any of you to come to a giant gathering so people can tell their stories personally about the mayor and Senator Brian Stack retaliation. The fear people have been living under for over 25 years since he first became mayor. He's simultaneously a New Jersey state senator. He's simultaneously the head of the New Jersey State Judiciary Committee. He owns the legislative branch, the executive, and the judicial branch. That would be called a dictator. That's messed up. And then after we do that gathering, which will be an acknowledgement of what has been, a celebration of what will be with a new reboot for Union City, and then I'm going to buy a van, and I'm going to travel the entire United States for 1 year, a van or a motorhome.
GGA's in the house.
Hey, excellent GGA, and welcome. I want to share in a minute. I'm going to buy a motorhome or a van and travel the entire United States for 1 year. And I'm going to be speaking at your local meetings. You're going to reach out to me, which you do all the time, but I don't have time now to travel. And we're going to go to your local county meetings, your city meetings, your town council meetings.
You should call it Truth in America.
That's a great idea. And what we're going to do there, we're going to do seminars where I'm going to give training. Some of my team will come with me at times. You give training, public speaking training. How do you become an even more effective public speaker and activist? I love Bon Holio to join me as well. And of course, the whole team. And help develop people's public speaking skills. One of the most important skills you can ever create. And then we're going to do a 1-day seminar put together. Well, not only, how do you speak more effectively? What is important to speak about at these meetings? I'm going to teach you my model that I've been developing now over years and teach you what to do after I leave. So you are Leroy Truth, wherever you are. So you can hold local, you can hold your local mayors and council people and senators and politicians accountable and get them indicted if they're dirty. And what'd you say, Vinny?
Rogue Nation's in the chat. What's up, Rogue Nation?
Hey, Rogue Nation, hello too. And bring them on. Send them the link.
Rogue, email me at GSA audit. Oh, hold on a second. What is my email address now? alertgsa@gmail.com.
All right, excellent.
I'll send you a link.
I'm gonna hop off. My pizza got here. I just want to say, Leroy, keep it up, man. I'm so glad you're out. Keep doing the good work. I am Leroy Truth. You are Leroy Truth. We are all Leroy Truth. You guys have a good night, right?
Can you make a song? Mikey, can you make a song about that one?
Of course I can.
We are all Leroy Truth song.
Yeah, I'll have it done literally in 24 hours. Watch.
All right, and one thing before you go, Mikey created a Leroy Truth action figure. It was incredible. It was boxed up and everything. And people keep asking me, would I sell merch? T-shirts, and now action figures could be on the list. Hats, mugs, and they would certainly help support my work. And so, Bonholio, thank you for doing that.
Got it. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Hey,
Good
you
night.
too.
Good night, buddy.
And let's bring GGA on and stay tuned, everyone. We're going to play an incredible video just a few minutes, so stay with us. And it is a compilation of the Union City Board of Education that leads up to my arrest. The times I peacefully attempted to do Oprah requests, I peacefully attempted to speak with the superintendent to get the alleged predator, Edwin Marinas, assistant principal of Union City School, suspended. And you're going to see the insane amount of criminal
I can't
activity
hear anything.
that Mayor Brian Stack did to me. It was just absolutely nuts. So, good guy activism, are you here? Can you bring him up? Is he up there?
He just backed out.
I guess he
Just
didn't
back
have a good connection. And so,
GG,
Aria,
if you want to come back in, it's fine.
yeah, come back in. And Aria, I'd like you to give your perspectives on things from your unique perspective. You see my videos more than anyone because you're working with
Sure.
them hours a day.
Right.
So,
Yeah. No, the first thing you said when you and I first talked is that, the kind of like work you get into, and it's very detail oriented, and you gotta make sure that I get everything covered when you're doing these stories. I make sure I present all the facts, all this, everything that's on the screen. I try to give good representation of everything you're doing, and I've been, admiring it, appreciating it more and more. Every video I do, I'm learning more as I go. But but then there's moments where it's okay to watch, but then when you're watching your stream, you see you going down the ground, you lose your camera, and then your signal goes, you kind of freak out. You're like, is this guy alive? What just happened? Like I'm literally watching your stream, and then all of a sudden you get arrested. So it's exciting, but it's also nerve-wracking, but it's all part of it, man. So I don't know how you do what you do, but I'm proud to be part of the team, man. So
I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. Again, you're a good man.
Yeah, of course, man. I had to do what I had to do to make sure that the people knew that we were not being silenced when your stream ended. So I took it upon myself to just go on your YouTube and just go live. And the guys were like super helpful in making sure that I got the signal from David that he was good, and I got the signal. We were communicating. So it was excellent coverage for the whole team. So it was great. I mean, literally, we were there for hours, just nonstop coverage. It was great.
Well, I want to acknowledge you, Aria, and Full Court. I mean, the Exposure Report. That's his old name. Aria and David Snow. They did an epic 9 hours and 32-second live stream the whole time that I was incarcerated in Union City PD. It was extraordinary. I was watching it yesterday. And Aria, you did an awesome job. People loved you.
Thank you so much.
Your gentle, warm personality, your authenticness, and
Thank
the Exposure Report too with David, his unique perspective. Having that transparency there may have saved my life.
Honestly, your community here, everybody has just been nothing but amazing. And I don't always watch the chats when I'm watching you, but when I'm doing it, running it, I have to make sure I read every single message, and I was making sure I was, and all I saw was help Leroy, free Leroy, let him go. This is ridiculous. What did he do? Nothing wrong. Leroy's the best. Leroy's awesome. And it was just really nice to see all that. And people were showing so much love and support. So they were rooting for you. Everybody around was definitely praying and being there for you in your
No, thank you, Aria.
Yeah.
And Vinny, can you send Sean Long Island Audit the link? And
Sure.
I just saw he texted me like 40 minutes ago. He said he can just pop in for a few minutes. He's at a party for his sister.
Yeah.
And I just saw his text. And by the way, Scalzo, I did mute my dings. Thank you for sharing that. I did mute the dings. I did it actually just before I saw your message. And Ben, Leroy Truth for America we have. And we have also 1A religious violation. Cop said use praying hands. That is not a good metaphor as I'm being unlawfully kidnapped.
Correct.
Pray.
Yeah, you were kidnapped. People
Yeah.
were. Yeah, that's literally what just happened.
Yep.
You didn't. There was no initial charge for you to absolutely get down on the ground. There's no reason. So you got kidnapped and taken.
Yep. And I was assaulted and kidnapped. And see what get GGA. He asked me to send him the link, but if you could send him the link, it'd be easier for you to send him the link again.
To GGA?
Yeah, GGA.
I sent it to him.
All right, maybe you can send it to him again. I don't know.
I'll send it to him again.
Now stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see an incredible video here, and this is something that Aria put together, and it's going to show just some of the corruption and criminal actions that Mayor Brian Stack and Senator Brian Stack allegedly ordered Sylvia Abato and the Board of Education do to me. That ends up culminating in my unlawful or violent arrest and being charged with bogus criminal charges. I'm charged with resisting arrest. I'm charged with obstruction. I'm charged with aggravated assault of a law enforcement officer, which is a felony charge with a mandatory minimum X amount of years in state prison. And so this is about a 12-minute video. I think you're going to really enjoy this video. Enjoy is not quite the word, but I think you will like the clarity and transparency this video gives of a fraction of what led up to my unlawful arrest. It puts everything in context and how I kept doing everything according to the law and trying to make an appointment with Superintendent Sylvia Abato, and she won't call me back to make an appointment. I go there to see her in person, and I'm said, no, you can't see her unless you make an appointment. Well, I'm calling numerous times over a month. She's always busy when I call her, and she won't call me back to make an appointment. And
Flying Auditor, you are amazing. Thank you for the $100.
God bless you.
And his Cash App
is
is in the description.
No, put it. Forget about description when you're doing a live. Always put it. It's got to be in the in this. And not that that's bad. I'm glad you put it in there, Vinny. But to make it super easy for people, can you or mods find the Cash App and Flying Auditor? God bless you.
Yeah, that's very thoughtful.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's got the links to the Cash App? Or if you can copy it from the description.
Right there.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. And is it clickable? It may not be clickable.
It should be. He's a mod.
It's not. No, it's not clickable for some reason.
You can't click it on StreamYard, but
so maybe it is. Can someone check? Is it a clickable link?
These are clickable links, right, guys?
Someone could say if it's clickable.
One in the
Tommy
chat
B,
is clickable.
is it or not?
It looks clickable to me, yeah.
Okay, Tommy B, thank you for
yeah.
the clarification. Okay, so I want you to watch this video, and Vinny, I'll stop and start it as well. So you'll hear me interrupt it if I have something I want to share. So let's start from the beginning, and this is just the last 2 weeks, and this is just a fraction of the peaceful interactions that I had, and you'll see how they try to shut me down to protect these Union City children from alleged predator Edwin Martinez, assistant principal, former football coach, and protected one of the very good friends of Mayor Senator Brian Stack. He's not just protected for a month since the Jonathan Almeida video came out with the allegations. He's been protected over 23 years. So let's start it off and rock and roll. So stay tuned, buckle your seatbelts. I want to thank Aria for putting this together very, very quickly, very last minute for this stream.
Not my best work, but I had to do it just so make sure we get it on the stream tonight. So
yeah, all right. Let's roll.
All right. Hey, the police are here. All right.
Can you make it bigger?
Hey, hello, gentlemen. All right. So why did they call you?
This is not a public building.
Pause.
You know.
Pause.
Who said it's not a public building?
They have to be wasn't it?
Pause.
That's what they explained.
Vinny.
oh, there he is.
It wasn't this location.
Vinny, can you hear me? Pause the video. There we go. Look who that is. Came in. Oh, what happened?
I'm not sure.
You got to refresh it.
Hold on one
And
sec.
that's Lieutenant Gaston, who only a week later would end up violently doing what he did there. I mean, really crazy. And they came, including him. I will always give credit when police do the right thing, because we do that on our channel. And Lieutenant Gaston did not escalate that day. None of them. They called six. Superintendent Sylvia Abato called 6 police officers while I'm just asking to meet with her. I'm not going past any barriers, any unauthorized areas. I just asked peacefully to meet with her. She didn't say no. She called 6 police officers. She called 911 on me. I mean, that's crazy. And why did Lieutenant Gaston not escalate that day? Because he wasn't given orders to do so.
And his body camera was on too.
Yeah. Yep. Good catch.
If you notice in the camera of from before your arrest, I didn't see that light on.
It's interesting. So then it becomes like a he said. Without camera, they believe the police officer. Interesting.
Just
All
saying,
right.
Camera doesn't lie.
Nope. Keep it rolling.
I got
Yeah.
buzzed in.
You
So
have an appointment.
I tried to get an appointment, but Sylvia Abata wouldn't call me back. And I'm here because,
Okay, can we do this outside?
no, I want to finish this here.
Okay.
Because Sylvia Abata wouldn't call me back because I'm here because there are very credible allegations of S assault against a teacher, Edwin Marinez, who allegedly has been exposing himself to students and having S with students. And he's still teaching. So I am here to get protection of those children because Mayor Brian Stack and the board have refused to suspend him, even though I have a graduate who made these allegations on my show 2 weeks ago. So
Again.
I got no issue with either of you,
Yes, sir.
as you know.
Can you do anything? Can we do this outside?
But I don't do favors when my
All right.
rights are being trampled, you know?
But this isn't a public building. They're telling me that you're not.
Of course it's a public building. Is this played by public donors?
Buzzed in. You have to be.
I was buzzed, and look at me, I'm here.
But they're telling you not, you know.
Hey, they got four police officers here now.
Who do you have to make the appointment with here?
They're-
Make an appointment?
Right, they're claiming I had to make an appointment with Sylvia Abato, but I have called numerous times and she has refused to call me
So make
back.
the appointment now.
No, they will not let me see her. Oh, look, we have 1, 2, you gotta see this, everybody. They got 6 police officers here now. And so again, I'm here on official business trying to save children. Will you remove Edwin Marinez as a teacher and suspend him immediately? Sylvia Abato, I'm talking to you. She's the superintendent of the schools right there.
Sir, let's go. We're not talking about anything.
I am talking about saving children from an alleged predator, ma'am.
Pause. Now, one of the police officers, because these are highlights, this isn't the entire interaction. I asked Aria to do just the highlights here. So one of the officers, the officer with the bald head, good-looking guy there, his name is Officer Martinez, and he suggested, Leroy, I'd suggest you go to the Board of Education meeting, which is happening the next day. So I did go to the Board of Education meeting. First they wouldn't let me in the meeting. Some people apparently were calling the police saying, open this meeting up to Leroy. 8 minutes after the meeting time was scheduled to start, I finally got in. I'm the only one who was going to speak at this meeting. No one else signed up. An attorney for 2 minutes read that unless you read off agenda items, you can be removed from this public Board of Education meeting. Now, a couple of things. Unless there are 2 agenda times, 2 public comment times, you cannot limit only agenda item comments. Open Public Meetings Act. Number 2, I tried to get an agenda before the meeting started and they wouldn't give me one. They ran out of copies on purpose. Like everyone else has one, but I didn't have one. And you're going to see only a few seconds into my speaking time, which we get 5 minutes at these meetings in Union City. It's sacred speaking time. They're not allowed to interrupt. Only after a few seconds, suddenly they're telling me,
Else in the house.
I can't, or hold on, I can't talk about, they said, I can't talk about the S assault allegations. And I can't talk about protecting children from an alleged S assaulter in this public meeting because it's not on the agenda. Is that sick? It's not on the agenda, so you're not allowed to talk about it. And if you do, which I did, they had police forcibly remove me, which you're going to see. Officer Arias, who is the girlfriend fiance of Captain Omar Hernandez of Union City Police, who unlawfully arrested me last year while I was speaking at a meeting, along with vile police officer Fernando Murrow. All charges were dismissed. And Officer Virginia Vergi Diaz. And Stack has purposely been having female police officers at these meetings. He's trying to make me look like a bully. I mean, it's really insane. So watch this. This is, again, just a highlight reel, but you're going to see what happens when I'm doing everything they've asked me to do. I went to a public meeting. I tried to get an appointment. She won't give me an appointment. I go to a public meeting and they forcibly remove me because they don't want to hear about the allegations of assault against Edwin Marinez because they don't want to suspend him. They don't want to protect children. They want to protect the predator. And who wants to protect him? Senator and Mayor Brian Stack. Please continue, Vinny.
Law enforcement, if you feel you have some kind of claim.
Not on the.
You have refused to suspend the teacher Edwin Marinez when Jonathan Almeida, listen, ma'am, Elise Donato, please stop talking. You're interrupting my time. This is my public time. No one should be speaking when I'm speaking. And I want to save the children here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to save the children here.
Let's go.
So I'm demanding that you remove Edwin Marinez from as being a teacher, suspending him until there is an investigation.
That's not part of the agenda.
Step down. This is public comment time. This is public comment time. Stand down. Stand down.
Okay, we're gonna.
I want my time back.
We have to leave. You have to leave.
Please stop interrupting me, ma'am.
We're not interrupting you.
You're interrupting me.
Not part of this.
Will you suspend Edwin Marinez as a teacher in Union City schools pending the outcome of an investigation? You are all a disgrace. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Pause. Get your hands off me.
Let's go, sir.
Officer Arias, she's one of the women who arrested me Friday. And she put her body on me, along with the other cops, and unlawfully arrested me. Same officer, no accident. She is the girlfriend or fiance of Captain Omar Hernandez, who unlawfully arrested me last year. It's all Brian Stack's direction. He runs the police department, even though he's not legally supposed to. In reality, he does. Okay, thank you, Benny, for doing a quick pause. Keep going.
I'm gonna guide you.
I still have my time here.
No, she wants you to leave.
Nope.
You didn't follow the rules of conduct, sir. Let's go.
I have a right to speak.
That's
freely.
fine.
It's called the First Amendment,
But
ma'am.
you have to follow the rules of conduct.
It's called.
Let's go. You're acting.
I
disorderly.
follow the First
Let's
Amendment.
go. Let's go.
Get your hands off
Sir,
me.
once again.
She said, you got to follow the rules of conduct. And I said, I follow the First Amendment. Yes. In fact, it's not following. The First Amendment protects me. And she's supposed to follow the First Amendment. The First Amendment protects me. But she's saying, I got to follow their rules of conduct. No, that's for them. That's for the Board of Education, not for the public. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I just found out I got another criminal summons ticket, a criminal summons. They have now charged me with disrupting a public meeting during my public comment time because trying to help children and protect them from an predator wasn't on the agenda. I got to go to court again now, North Bergen, New Jersey. They're trying to bury me. I'm spending more time in court now than I am on anything else. Mayor and Senator Brian Stack has criminalized the justice system against me. Blatant. FBI, I'm asking you, do your job, indict Mayor Senator Stack. Make Union City and New Jersey free again. All right, keep going. I am following the First Amendment, man.
I'm going to.
My time, I still have, really 3 minutes of
I
time.
don't
That they took.
understand why you keep doing this. Just follow the rules
Ma'am,
of conduct.
do you understand the First Amendment?
I understand.
No. Get your hands off me. Stop touching me. Oh, look at this. Here they go. Look at this. Your major charges against you.
Sir, that's fine. Listen, follow the rules and we don't have to do this.
Oh, I got ads. Sorry, guys.
Was that the end of the?
Eve
No, that's the
Online
commercial.
No,
is
it's
a
not.
vol-
All right, stand by.
Immediately. Get out.
Okay, so pause there. Pause. All right, so then that was the end of that interaction, and they forcibly removed me, pushed me out of this meeting when I'm trying to help the Union City school children and protect them from an active teacher with credible allegations of assault against them. Then I called numerous times Sylvia Abato. Here's a recent time I called Sylvia Abato. You're going to hear the phone call, and eventually they hang up on me. And I'm doing everything they're asking me to do. And I'm getting nowhere, and they keep protecting this alleged predator. So let's play this recording.
Yeah, good afternoon. I would like to speak with Sylvia Abato on a very critical and time-sensitive matter, dealing with a teacher.
Is unavailable right now, but can I take a message for her?
Well, it's been a month and I've been trying to reach her. And again, you're not the bad person here. You're trying to be helpful. And so I have left numerous messages. She has refused to call me back. I would like to make an appointment with her for today, please. To meet with her.
Well, she schedules her own appointment, so that's why I need to take the message and, relay that information over to her.
All right.
We could do, sir.
So just to be clear, she schedules her own appointments. I've been calling for a month to get an alleged sexual predator teacher, Edwin Marina, suspended, and she refuses to call me back. And when I go to your Board of Education building, people keep telling me, oh, you got to create an appointment. Well, I've been trying to do that. And now you just told me something I didn't know, that she schedules her own appointment. So she's refusing to call me. I am Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations.
And eventually she hangs up on me. These are just the highlight reels here. She hangs up on me. And I said, I'm just trying to protect children from an alleged predator. He's got to get suspended. Hangs up on me. They won't give me an appointment. Then we went to myself, the exposure report with David Snow and Vinny Garcia Accountability. We then went to a Board of Commissioners meeting just a few days later. Mayor Brian Stack told the police, even though the meeting was at 7 p.m., do not let Leroy Truth or his colleagues in the meeting until 6:59 p.m. Can you believe that? I mean, how petty is that? That's like dumb Mean Girl stuff. How petty. And then when it's 7, Captain Michael Bergbauer, very, very gluteus minimus kisser of Mayor Senator Brian Stack, he blocks us from getting in and then threatens us with charges before we even walk into the building. I could charge you. And I say, for what? Freedom of speech? I say, what? I said, for what? Telling the truth? And we were threatened the entire meeting with criminal charges. And all we want to do is talk during our public comment time. So you see, and this is only in the span of about a week and a half, you're seeing this. 2 weeks tops. And it's going to lead to my unlawful arrest. And watch what Mayor Stack does here. He shuts the meeting down. Only 1 minute into my 5-minute speaking time, he closes the meeting down because he couldn't handle the truth. He doesn't want Edwin Marina, the alleged predator, exposed. He keeps trying to protect him. Play the reel there, Vinny. I am speaking now to the most corrupt, vile politician in the history of the state of New Jersey. Excuse me, stop talking during my public comment time. You #1 protector of sexual predators, Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, stop talking. I want my time back. I've been talking for 10 seconds and you interrupted me. Stop talking, Stack. I want my 30 seconds back, please. Reset the clock. First thing you said when Mikey Sherrill won was, not like Mikey Sherrill won, you said to me, anyone else this time? See, no other sexual predator protector #1 here. Look at this. He just the meeting down. You just broke the open public meeting section, your Stack. Open the public time. Well, you are the biggest liar. Edwin Marina must be immediately suspended as a teacher in Union City. He has credible allegations of sexual assault against him, Brian Stack. Why are you protecting him? Why are you protecting an alleged sexual assaulter, Edwin Marina's assistant principal? Why? You must immediately suspend him tonight, Senator Stack. You are a disgrace. The children of Union City are not safe as long as you and the commissioners are here. For us, if we have a right to be here, so once you open it up, we could go in there. Insane. Now, this is actually, it's even more than the 5th attempt, I think. But the 5th that we have for you tonight. A gentleman reached out to me named Michael Gonzalez. He is also a survivor of assault by a teacher in Leonia, New Jersey. Back in 1968, he was assaulted over 500 times as a 3rd grade student. He said 99% of those events took place in a classroom in the school. And Leonia, New Jersey, allegedly covered it all up. He just found out his brother, who was only 5 when he was being assaulted, as well. He just recently did a lawsuit against the Leonia Board of Education in Leonia, and he just won $6 million, which is nothing compared to the suffering he went through his whole life. He's 65 now. He just filed a lawsuit because there's no statute of limitations in New Jersey. He won $6 million along with his brother. He reached out to me. He was extremely upset that they were covering up blatantly for Edwin Marinas, the alleged predator. So he and I connected. We hit it off. Just a great connection. He's a wonderful gentleman. And he came with me to the Board of Education. And let's see what happened. They locked us out. They wouldn't let us in. Anyone else can get in. Watch what happened. Keep going, Vinny.
Majorly Awesome. Is that Rogue Nation?
That's Rogue Nation.
All right, Rogue Nation's in the
Also,
house.
Michael
Thanks for
Gonzalez
being
was
here.
at Friday there with the exposure report too. So shout out to him. He brought David some coffee, hot coffee, while he was outside waiting.
Not Rogue Nation.
No, Michael Gonzalez. Sorry.
Oh, Michael Gonzalez. Yeah.
So
All right, yeah,
shout out to him,
Michael's
too.
awesome.
Yeah, he was a
So-
nice guy. He came to help David.
All right, so watch this. Watch this. Takes a police officer and a supervisor, and we're still not in the building. After an hour, ladies and gentlemen, this is sick. I want to let people through this door now. Hey, man, did you know that there's an assistant principal who is accused of... Hit it. And you could pause with the space bar, Vinny, right?
What's that?
You could pause with the space bar, I think. Unless, no, you're in the...
I'm on two screens, so I'm not sure how that will work.
Okay,
Maybe I'll try.
All right, so
No, it
it
doesn't
took...
work.
We were... Michael Gonzalez and myself were in that building, outside the building for over an hour in the freezing cold until Union City Police forced Sylvia Abato to let us in. And Sylvia Abato, one of the security guards, said, and all these videos are in full on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Help me to get to 100,000 subscribers ASAP. Please help me to do that. Tell your friends, your family. And they made us wait an hour outside. Turns out Sylvia Abato, the security guard, let us know. She says Leroy Truth can't come into the building. It's a public building. And I do buzz you in, which I do think is ridiculous, but everyone gets buzzed in but me. Police forced them to let me come into our public building. And now this video is the arrest video, where I once again had to call the police to be let into this public building to once again peacefully ask from a public lobby area in the hallway to be with Sylvia Abato to protect the children and suspend Edwin Marinas and to do a number of Oprah requests. So play this reel, please. Of assaulting students, and he's teaching right now in Union City schools. He's accused of whipping his ... out and allegedly having S with students. Can I share this with you? Your children may be in danger, ma'am. You don't want to hear... Pause there. I want to give this context. And so there was a woman that had come in, and I was asking her, basically, if she would help me to protect these children, because she has a teenager, and tall guy there. You may or may not see him in here. She has a teenager that goes to the schools. I wanted to ask her for help to protect the children. And she's a major Brian Stack supporter, I was told later. And she didn't want to talk. It's okay. She didn't have to talk to me. She can walk away at any point. But I was asking her, and I had a right to ask questions of a person in public. All right, keep going.
Odin, thanks for that $100 super chat. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
Odin, full support to you from Norway. God bless you. I want to go to Norway so much. I've heard it's so beautiful. So I would love to go there sometime soon. All right, continue, Vinny, please. Alleged assault, ma'am. Do you not care? This is a teacher, Edwin Marinas, right now. Insane. The parents don't care.
Monday.com, the opposite of
All right,
any
hold on,
work
there's an
platform
ad
you tried in
there.
the past. I tried other work management platforms.
Okay, there we go.
Leroy, I'm gonna have to ask you. Leroy, I'm gonna have to ask you.
No,
Are you talking to women about things?
I could talk about anything you want.
Well, you're making them uncomfortable.
Pause. He's saying, I got to ask you to leave. I'm in a public lobby filling out an Oprah request. I have broken absolutely no law. He has no jurisdiction over me or anyone who has broken no laws. Police only activate when a person has broken a law. And the other officer, who was the good police officer, I got to get his name. I don't know what his name was. And I think I've talked to him before. He's overall a really good man. They do exist. And he tried to de-escalate this guy, Lieutenant Gaston. I think Lieutenant is over him. He's a supervisor over him. This other guy is not an officer. I'm sorry, not a lieutenant, maybe an officer or a sergeant. And Lieutenant Gaston was allegedly told by Brian Stack to escalate and then eventually go hands-on. And once he did, do a cop flop. and then charge Leroy Truth with aggravated assault to get him into state prison once and for all. Watch this.
And we're giving you an opportunity already to fill out the paperwork. And
But you're not giving me anything. I have a right to fill this paperwork out,
Yes.
and I have a right to ask them questions.
no, you don't. These are people walking off the streets, coming into
there.
the building, and you're talking to them about sex assault.
LTL Media, I want to welcome you, my very good friend Brian. And can you put him on screen, the full screen there? LTL, you've been doing a lot of commentary, deep investigation and commentary, forensically looking at these videos. And up to this point, what do you see? What's your comment? You know this story well.
Well, this is a cop flop. I mean, and you can see it with your history. I went through some of your videos the other day and led my audience through it. And I do a little bit different things on my channel than you guys do. You guys are out there like front line, and I really appreciate what you do. And I'd love to come out and interact and do some of these First Amendment audits with you guys. But I'm kind of like, I like to puzzle piece and put things together and figure out the puzzle that's going on and find out, the real truth to these situations. And, last night I went through this, we played it at, the normal speed, we slowed it down, I zoomed it in, and it's a cop flop. And it was funny. I have a retired Mass State Police trooper that comes on my channel every Monday night. He's a very good guy, and he calls balls and strikes and calls things the way they are.
What's his name?
I sent him an email.
What's his name? Can you share
Todd
his
McGee.
name?
His name is Todd McGee.
Okay.
So I sent him an email. I sent the link to the video, and I didn't even add any commentary. I just said, Todd, what do you think of this? I wanted to share this with you, Leroy. This is the email he writes back to me. Hey, Brian, after reviewing the video, I believe the charges will be dropped. The lieutenant is a terrible actor, and when viewing the video in slow motion, it looks like he lets go of Leroy's arm so that he can fall back easier. So that's his take on it. And tomorrow night, he'll be on my show, and we're going to go through this in depth again. And I'd love to hear, his open commentary on this. So we're going to
and I would love to be on it as well. I would love to be on that.
Yeah,
show.
if you want to join us, absolutely. I'll send the link over. You can join us.
Yeah.
That'd be great. We're going to do it at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night.
All right, I will make myself available. And that's from
Great.
Massachusetts State Trooper.
Yeah.
And he was given no information. Like, make sure you tell everyone that Leroy's
Nope.
innocent. He got
I-
nothing except an objective video, because people lie, video doesn't lie.
Yep.
Police lied in this case, video didn't. And that says everything right there.
Yeah, and thank God you had the 360 camera. And I even said this on my stream. If you're going to go out and do First Amendment auditing or any auditing like this at all, or be in any type of situation where there could be potential police officers there to create situations like this, to fabricate situations like this, have a camera with you at all times. The camera, again, never lies. And they don't like the camera, believe me. They don't like the camera. And we've seen that certainly in Groton, when we've kind of dissected all those videos and proved that they're lying down at the Mayor Rachel Franco, John Burt, Councilwoman Jill Rusk. They're lying. And, we went to the whole Spitgate incident. But yeah, they don't like the camera. They hate the camera.
David G, thanks for the gifted Leroy Truth membership. We appreciate that.
David G, thank you. God bless you. And also, Mons, keep putting the GoFundMe, if you would, to that, and help raise money for my legal defense. If this goes to trial, it's going to be $50,000 or more. And I've got to give Jacob Uriel, who is Sean Long Island's audit attorney, I believe he has a perfect track record, that everything that he has done into defending Sean against his bogus criminal charges, I think 100% they were all dismissed.
Almost at 7,000. We're $51
Wow.
away from 7,000.
Wow.
That's
God
all
bless
right.
you all. Thank you so much. And
Hell
this is
yeah.
Vinny. Vinny, thank you. You're the one who set this up while I was sitting in a cold, dark, dank cell with no water. And by the way, that jail I was in, they had no water. How's that possible? I could do a major expose of that prison, that
Crazy.
jail. Hudson
Should.
County, New Jersey jail. No water. The entire time I was there. They had apple juice. First, 2 little half pints of apple juice. Then for lunch, had apple juice. It was frozen.
Did you say you had frozen apple orange juice as well?
No,
Leroy?
it was only apple juice. Frozen.
Oh, apple juice was frozen.
It was completely frozen except for like a little tiny bit.
Apples and oranges. Wow.
I mean, nuts. No water.
Leroy, who has control of your StreamYard right now? Does Vinny have it?
Yeah, Vinny
Yes,
has
I
it.
have it.
Vinny, can you pull up that image that I just put into StreamYard? And I'll send this over to you, Leroy, and you can start posting this on your social medias. But I made a graphic today. And
Where at? Where is it?
should be able to share it down at the bottom of StreamYard.
Yeah, I think Brian knows StreamYard more than all of us combined.
I should be.
not.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, just hit the yeah.
Hold
You
on
might
a
have to
sec.
drop the video. Sorry.
1 second here.
Oh, by the way, LTLs, it's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry.
Oh
I
yeah,
couldn't get you on
Avery,
the,
you do great work, man.
Thank you.
A mod of mine last night was saying, "I love watching Leroy's videos. It feels like a news station when you watch it.
It
All
does.
the great editing." And
Thank you.
I'll send this over to you, Leroy. You can post this up. It has the GoFundMe.
Oh wow, great picture
Yeah.
too. Thank you. Great image.
So we'll
And
get
That's
that
in
over to
Union
you.
City as well.
Yeah.
yeah, that was Union City when we did the first annual Auditors Night Out. And
That's awesome.
that was an incredible day. We had Sean, Long Island Audit. We had Audit Erie County. We had James Freeman. We had Brian. Here's the deal. Accountability for all, and so many. It was just
Yeah, and
phenomenal.
even if you want to print these up, make some flyers, pass them out at the things you go to, people can help you out. The GoFundMe, and I'll get this graphic over to you. I'll email it over to you.
All right, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
All right,
And,
let's. And by the way, everyone, thanks for being with us, spending some time on a Sunday night, and we have a few more important things to go over before we go. So stay with us here. Appreciate you hanging with all of us. Appreciate Brian, LTL, Garden State Accountability, RE AV Design. And also, we're going to get Rogue Nation up here very soon as well. And let's finish this video out because you will see clearly that Lieutenant Gaston, he fell on purpose. Because you all seen the video, but of course, I was there. I lived it. And first of all, I was completely surprised that he suddenly and inexplicably went hands-on with me. In a million years, I didn't think that. I'm trying to de-escalate him. The officer who actually, the good police officer whose name I got to find out, he got between Lieutenant Gaston's body and mine and was touching Lieutenant Gaston to gently try to get him to de-escalate. But Lieutenant Gaston allegedly had a mission, which was to continue to escalate. He wouldn't stop talking. He wouldn't leave me alone. He was literally, he was harassing me. I keep saying, I want to finish the Oprah request, which is the Freedom of Information request. And I think I told him, leave me alone. Stop talking. And he wouldn't do it because he had a mission. He was going to find some excuse to go hands-on, completely unlawful arrest. I even asked, what crime did I commit? What law did I break? Zero. He broke a whole bunch.
Like you're doing public, you're disturbing the peace. You're sitting in a chair in a hallway, in a public hallway, doing nothing wrong.
Right, public lobby.
He's
Peacefully
acting like
sitting
you're
there.
loitering and you're causing a scene and hurting people's feelings by just sitting there peacefully writing on a public forum. Nothing wrong.
Right. Exactly. And you can see from my, you can see I've got a pen in one hand and I've got a piece of paper in the other. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing illegal about that.
Well, it's because the penny's mightier than the sword. They don't like that.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and the words, the spoken words, are mightier than the sword, and the gun, and the corrupt political machine. That's why they keep trying to shut me down.
Exactly.
Continue there, Vinny.
Yep. And Venice is there. Camera never.
Ready?
Yep.
You guys ready?
Go.
Yes, because that's
And
what
there's a
that's what I'm here for.
and there's a
I'm
juvenile
trying to
here.
protect children.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
trying to protect
yes,
children
yes,
here.
yes.
And if you're
are.
saying she's uncomfortable, well,
But
do
there's
you
a
think
child,
those children
there's a child
are
with
uncomfortable
her.
being assaulted?
And there's a child with her as well, Leroy. And you're talking about sex assault, and there's a juvenile sitting there with her, trying to get enrolled in school.
Well, at least Edwin Marinas isn't working with that kid
Listen,
whipping
yes,
his
but Leroy,
out.
yes, we
allegedly.
can't talk about whipping things out in front of a kid. The kid was just here. Leroy. Think about the position that you're putting us in with that.
There's no position.
Yes, you're talking about sex assault in front of a kid, and
I'm asking a parent to help protect other children.
And they will. And we're
They
asking
will?
you-
No, I'm not. I'm going to finish my work here.
We just finished the cheese.
I'm going
Thank you.
because I have a right to be here.
Yes.
I have not broken any law, have I?
No, but
Yeah, actually, yes, you're infringing. The woman right now may have felt harassed and uncomfortable that when you asking those things in front of a child.
I'm trying to help protect children here.
Yes.
And And that's the bottom line. That's why I'm
You're
here.
talking about sex assault in front of a woman with her son.
What
She
is
had to be-
what is worse? Asking a mother if
That's not
she
the
will
debate.
help protect
There's
the
a
other
place-
school children?
There's a place.
Oh my God.
There's a place and time for everything.
I asked you to
There's a
stop.
place.
Lieutenant
There's a place and
Gaston,
time.
you are not.
There's a place
You are
and
not
time
the
for
word
everything.
police, Lieutenant Gaston. You're
No,
not the
neither
word
are you.
police.
Neither are you the
Well,
word police.
I'm not the
There's a
word
place
police.
and
I'm-
time.
I'm the
But
freedom
If she
man.
feels as though
I'm the freedom man, I said.
uncomfortable about you talking about sex assault to her, then
Is that
and that she's in a public building, what you're trying to say, she should be able to come and go without being
Pause a minute,
made
pause there.
uncomfortable. Just like you.
That's
You're
not-
right. You're right.
That's not
on-
You're right.
that's not-
Why did the cop look? And he's the good cop overall, but it's none of his business what I'm writing, and none of these police should be there. I'm in a public lobby, peacefully filling out an Oprah Freedom of Information request with extremely poor handwriting. My part handwriting is really poor, so I'm taking extra time to try to make it clear to read as well. My handwriting is really poor, but why did he look over to see what I wrote? It's none of his business. He's not the Board of Education. So even though he was trying to de-escalate, why was he nosy? See, there should have been no police there at this point. Is anyone breaking the law? No. Is anyone being violent? No. Is anyone robbing or stealing from someone? No. Then they should have left and gone to get real criminals like, corrupt Mayor Senator Brian Stack. Arrest him.
Truly, the only officer that should have been there with you was the one that let you in the first place, correct?
Right.
I mean, other than that, there's no other point for anybody else to be there.
Right.
I mean,
You're right. Initially, there were one, and then there was two, Officer Beto.
right.
And he was the large guy who
Yeah. the
made them
market guy.
open the
Mhm.
door for me.
Yeah. And
And
he was
then-
super nice.
He could have stayed to protect my rights to make sure they didn't try to kick me out unlawfully. But now you
there he is
have
in the back. See?
3 and 4 officers now because Lieutenant Gaston was allegedly on a mission.
Right.
So
Leroy, if I can jump in here for
Yeah,
a second,
go ahead.
I put a couple photos up here of the officer actually using de-escalation techniques. He's trying to hold Lieutenant back. And you can see it
that's
here.
a great screenshot there, man. He's
Yeah,
literally
so-
trying to hold him back. Yes.
Yeah, and if you flip to the other one, this is the hand on his arm, and he actually taps the lieutenant a couple times, like, "Okay, man, it's all right." He's trying to de-escalate the situation, and of course, you can see that he continues to gaslight you and trying to get into your face. But I want to go back to the woman that supposedly allegedly made this complaint, and I was talking about this on my show last night. Listen, you're in a public area of this office, okay? You have plenty of space within this office. If there's conversations that are going on that you don't want to listen to, if you go back to the video that was just up, I want to show the entryway area. I mean, she could have went down into that stairwell area and been completely away from any of the conversation that's going on. Or how about this? Go to the front of the line where the stanchion is. The officer with the beanie was standing right there. She could have said, "Hey, I have an appointment. I'm really not enjoying the conversation that's going on," or whatever, and tucked her, asked to go stand in that hallway area. What's the problem? And I'll also say this too. I'm pretty sure, and her son looks probably a 15, 16, 17-year-old child that's probably in high school and probably talks about worse things in his circle, using curse words or whatever. And again, I'm only assuming this, but I'm saying, look at kids watch movies, they know what's going on. I'm sure they've heard worse things than the subject matter that was so offensive, and it's really not offensive. I mean, you're just trying to get this story out. You're asking the questions that people won't ask. So,
right.
I made
By the
this
way,
point on my show last.
And the words I used, I think
You're censoring your words.
I think every time, or 99%, but I think probably every time, and I didn't have to censor the words, but
Yeah.
I did. I said S assault,
Right.
and I never said those words that Lieutenant Gaston is insisting on saying.
Exactly.
He's saying the whole word publicly. So why isn't he removing himself like he should be doing this? And then aggravated assault on myself.
It was a LeBron James flop. It was a LeBron James flop. I compared some of it on my show last night. We played some LeBron James flops, and then we compared it, and it's the same thing.
Before you came on the show, people were saying the LeBron James flop in the comments. So
It's LeBron James.
It was cool, man.
Right.
And if you haven't seen that clip, I mean, that was really cool what you did. The James Brown flip, it was nuts.
And what's the hashtag? Cop flop, right?
Cop flop.
So
And I was
we
even
have
saying
cop-
this, Leroy. I was
Yeah,
even
go ahead.
saying this the other night, last night. You know, I've watched Cops. What's Cops been on TV for 30 years, probably, right?
That
And we've
show
all
running.
seen multitudes of arrests on that, on Cops, right? When have you ever heard a cop that's arresting someone actually scream out the alleged charge, like, oh, assault? I've never seen that before. And this is what leads me up to believe that this was all set up. And I said this last night. I think that someone might have called him, maybe Mayor Stack, I don't know, allegedly, maybe. Hey, Leroy Truth's in here. You know, let this play out, see if we can get into some type of interaction with him. And then if you do, let's do the old cop flop and we'll get the charges on him. I just, the only way I see this going down, man.
Did you screenshot any of the cop flop stuff?
Do what?
What's that?
Did you screenshot any of the cop flop stuff?
Oh, I can grab some. Yeah, I can definitely do it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's funny you were saying that there is. I haven't seen a cop announce. Oh,
Yeah.
assault. Oh, battery. Oh, DUI. I don't. You know. Yeah.
That's funny.
I've never seen that.
No, you know. Oh, first degree robbery with. No, no. You know. That's like.
Right.
Come on. That's
He
why. I
announces
say-
the charge before or just when he
Yeah.
hits the ground. And
Yeah.
And the
and
thing
his
is,
feet. Oh, and by the way, someone told me today that because again, I lived it in my experience. He suddenly I mean, I was completely surprised that he went hands on. He grabs my arm,
Yeah.
and then within I don't know a half a second, he suddenly ungrabs it, releases it, and you see it in the video. He's flailing his arm, goes back, and he's a big guy. I'm
Yeah.
guessing 6'2", 240, 250. So he then makes himself fall. And if he got hurt, I really hope he didn't. I mean, I don't want anyone to get hurt, including a cop who is falling on purpose to try to hem me under. I don't want anyone injured at all, including him. So if he injured himself, he did it to himself. I wish him the best. I wish him speedy recovery. But he's a big guy, and if he got hurt, maybe he did. I heard he really didn't, or if it was very, very minor, but he's trying to make something, create something that didn't exist, that wasn't real. But
yeah, and he says when he's falling back, he goes, "Oh God, let me come on," and then he goes, assault, and
aggravated assault.
Yeah,
I
aggravated
think
assault.
it was
And
planned.
then when they actually have you on the ground and they're cuffing you, if you look in the hallway, he's gone. If you hurt yourself, why would you
he
not
jumped
be
up.
waiting for an ambulance?
I saw. Well, first, as he's falling, I'm looking. It was like slow motion.
Yeah.
I see his face. I see the expression. I said, "This is a setup." And it's like when he's falling, it was like it was slow mo on YouTube.
Mm.
I saw him, the exaggerated movements, the completely incongruent look on his face, and it was fake and phony and a fraud. And then he falls, and then I'm down on the ground. And again, why are cops on me when I broke no law?
The
Well,
other
you know,
officer, the cordial one that was trying to de-escalate, he literally saw him fall. He goes, "Oh." Like he wasn't acting like he got attacked. He literally just looked at him like, "Did you just trip over yourself?"
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He stepped over him and was like, "Oh, well, hold on."
But I look over and he's standing up.
Yeah.
He's standing up.
Yeah.
AV, that's a good
"Oh,
point.
what are you doing? No.
AV, that's a good point, because if you think about it, if the other police officers that are there thought this was like a call to action, like, oh my God, Leroy's actually
Right.
assaulting this police. Why wouldn't they jump on him in that second?
Because they're all whole roles. They had roles to stay in place and act like, and then literally, he was the one that had the agenda to take Leroy out, and the way he has to get on stage and perform for us, and he won the Oscar.
Yep. And also notice that as Lieutenant Gaston was escalating, all three of the other cops, they started getting closer and closer. And then that officer, Ivis Arias, she starts doing this, like with her hands. Looks like she knew what was going to go down. Okay, there was a plan. I was told from sources allegedly by Brian Stack. So she's getting ready. She's getting ready. She's going all act bad and tough.
Yeah, to bait you. They're baiting you. That's it. Absolutely.
Right. And I didn't take the bait, but they obviously, but Lieutenant Gaston didn't care. And then he says, okay, you won. What are you talking about? I won?
Okay, you won.
And what I think what he was getting at, he's saying, this is what you wanted, Leroy. And that's what they say about all of us. If we ever get arrested unlawfully, that's what you wanted. You wanted to get arrested. We don't make people arrest us. We don't have these psychic, powerful mind control brains that can suddenly make a police officer do things against their will to us. So that's what I think he said. You won.
Well, he's right. You're going to win the charges. You're going to dismiss it. So
Yeah,
he's
you're
right.
gonna win a
You're
nice
gonna
civil
win.
suit. Exactly.
He's right.
Yes.
While we have the exposure report right here, I
Whoa,
want to
I
say
didn't
happy
realize.
birthday.
Happy
to the
birthday,
exposure
man.
report.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I'm out to dinner with my family right now. I've been trying to check in every chance that I get. You know, but my heart is with you guys. You know, Leroy, and I just want to encourage everybody to click on that GoFundMe link, right? Because this is going to get very expensive. So I just want to remind everybody that link is in there, and if you could donate anything to Leroy, he deserves it, and he needs a good legal defense fund to make sure that he does win.
$26 away from 7,000. My wife is telling me behind the camera. She's
How
like,
many dollars away?
$26
Wow.
to be 7,000.
$26.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So-
literally, you are supporting my freedom, because these charges, if I am found guilty, which are completely bogus charges, means I go to state prison for X amount of years. There's a minimum mandatory. That's minimum mandatory. But by the way, there's also a minimum mandatory for official misconduct of a police officer. I think it's 5 to 10 years. And Lieutenant Glenn Gaston is guilty of a whole bunch of crimes, state and federal. So the person who's going to end up going to jail will be.
You're not going anywhere, Leroy. You're gonna beat these
Not
charges.
me.
You're not
Yeah,
going
You're gonna
anywhere.
win. You're gonna win.
Oh, David. By the way, nice to meet you. By the way, you did a
Nice to meet
phenomenal
you.
job. Yeah, you did a phenomenal job picking up the channel. I mean, would you do like 10 hours? You ate
9 hours.
donuts,
Yeah, just about.
you had
9
the
hours, 30 minutes.
sandwiches, and you did a great job. So congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't leaving. I was ready to set up a tent and sleeping bag if I had to, but I wasn't leaving till Leroy left, and that's what happened. So
You definitely had food. Probably somebody would have definitely sent you a tent, man. You got your Jersey Mike's, your Chinese. I was so hungry here, and I was like, "Do you think I could like?" And there's no New York, there's no Chinese food like up in the north. Here, I'm in North Carolina. There's
yeah,
So I was so
Wow.
jealous, man. But
yeah, it slapped. I did end up eating the Jersey Mike's. That was great. The donuts, those were the best donuts I ever had in my life, hands down. I'm telling you.
so
Where were they
Thank
from?
you, JV.
Yums.
I got to get them. I love donuts.
Gourmet donuts.
Yeah, I
They
love
were
them.
crazy.
so good.
Okay.
And none of the cops wanted them. Go figure. I don't know.
David, you're getting a lot of love in the comments right now. You're getting happy birthdays, and you
Thank
deserve
you,
it.
guys.
That 9-hour live.
9
out there
hour,
in the
32-minute
field.
live. David,
So-
thank you. And Aria combined, you both did it. God bless you. And there's so much you did behind the scenes that I no way would I know that, because I'm completely cut off from the whole rest of the world. When you're in jail,
Teamwork.
it is not it is severe. And anyone who may be considering any actual criminal actions, robbing someone or something, don't do it. You don't want to go to jail or prison. I mean, seriously.
Don't do it.
And so if anyone is, in criminal activity, don't do it. Stop. It is not
Friend
some,
enthusiast, thank you for the $20. We appreciate that.
thank you so much. You will win, Leroy. You have a what's that? Lens? FR lens?
You have
friends.
you have
Yeah,
friends.
friends.
It sounds like you have friends.
Oh yeah, friends. Excellent. Thank you so much for the super chat there. And
Leroy, were they wearing body cameras?
yeah, they were wearing body cameras. We got to get that, but they're going to charge me a
Yeah.
huge amount of money. They charge me
charge-
$78 an hour.
I didn't see
Or-
Gaston's body cam light ring, like the one he had on when you first had the video, Leroy, when you were showing the timeline of you going to the Board of Education. It was red then, and he didn't put hands on you, right? But then now this past Friday, he didn't have it on. He had it on, but it wasn't showing red. So I don't know if it was active or.
Oh, no, I don't know, but
So-
I'm gonna definitely do a request.
I would
They
check.
charge-
Yeah.
They charge me $78 per hour. North Bergen, New Jersey charges $0. For example, Jersey City charges $0. They
Don't
charge me
forget to
$78.
ask. don't forget to ask for Victor Guyons, because he works for them
The
too,
board.
and he created a public record because he was
Absolutely.
recording the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, and there was cameras in the hallway too, up above.
Yes,
You could
we got to
probably
get
that
those.
footage as well too.
However, I was told by some inside sources today that Mayor Brian Stack and the Board of Education are notorious for deleting footage.
Of course.
Complete crime. But I'm putting them on notice. Brian Stack, you're watching this now. We got like 100 of your attorneys, New Jersey Attorney General Matt Plotkin. I guarantee you he's watching this live stream. You know how much money Unicity taxpayers are spending just on watching this live stream with lawyers that are going to go through this with a fine-tooth comb? Maybe Leroy said something we could use. Did he make a threat? No. We are peaceful. That's our foundation. Myself and every one of my colleagues. We will always work within the law, and we condemn violence against anyone. Everyone. I don't want harm to come from a single person that we are investigating. I only want them to live long, healthy lives in federal prison. That's it. Real simple.
$16 away from 7,000, guys.
Oh my
You guys
God.
are unbelievable.
Thank you all.
Unbelievable.
And here's just some of the messages I've been getting, and allegedly from Mayor Brian Stack people. This just came in, and I can't read it in its entirety. I got to use code because of what it says. I just got this. Now, remember, I am an assault survivor attempting to protect Union City children from a possible other alleged assault, like the person who allegedly assaulted me. Person wrote, in my experience, the biggest start over there. In my experience, the biggest creeps are the ones that accuse others. Look forward to your jailing and subsequent ANRAP. Look forward to your jailing and subsequent RAP. A particular type of RAP. So that's just a fraction of what I've been getting.
You should shut up, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, don't come here with that nonsense. We're trying to do something good. We're trying to protect the children. We're trying to hold the government accountable. If that rubs you the wrong way, there's something wrong with you.
Right. Yeah. That's sick there. And to wish that on anyone, and I'm trying to protect children, and you're wishing that to happen to me, which would be assault. I mean, that's sick. That's a sick person. I get many of those. You have no idea. I publish a fraction of them just for people to get a sense of the dangerous work that we do. And I'm not the only one who gets these DEE threats. Most everyone does on here. But I'm getting
Morgan says we hit 7K. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vinny, I was
yes.
gonna say refresh that.
God bless you.
Refresh
Let's
that.
go.
Thank you so much.
Guys.
I just threw up
7K.
I threw up the $16 so we could get it to 7,000.
You're
Thank
amazing,
you.
Brian.
Brian,
Awesome,
LPL.
dude.
God bless you.
Hey.
man.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's
And-
awesome.
I like round numbers.
You know what? 50,000 is a really nice round number, Brian.
Yeah.
If I had it, Leroy, I would.
So,
No, he
I
don't.
was saying-
Brian, you donated a lot of money. You really did. So thank you
Vinny
so
told
much.
me, Brian. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Thank you. Vinny
Don't
was
worry
telling
about
me
it.
Your
Don't worry
generosity.
about it.
All right, Leroy, my family's texting me. I got to run back in. You know, my heart is here with you guys. Love
Happy
you all.
birthday.
You guys are all amazing. I have the utmost respect for every single one of you guys that are in here. But teamwork makes the dream work. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to get the justice that Leroy deserves and keep fighting the good fight.
Hey,
Who's the
live
clown?
long and prosper, my friend. Thank you for
Happy
your
birthday.
9.5-hour epicness, and you're awesome. You're a brave man. Your
Thank you.
your mother's proud of you.
Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Bye.
And I was saying that we all get D threats, but I could just about guarantee you I get way more. Not that it's a contest by any means. It's not like, hey, I get more D threats than you. But in all seriousness, that numerous sources have told me that there has been major talk. This has been going on for over a year of finding a way to end me, to attempt to stop this, and hoping that Stack can just go on as normal. And again, I'm not making any saying he's the one. There's no statements, but the allegations are that he is allegedly trying to find some way to remove me from this planet. And I love my life. I am not SIDAL by any means. And so I want that on the record regularly. And so let's finish the video. Then I want some last thoughts from everyone.
All right. You ready?
Ready to go.
Yes, because that's
And there's
what
a
we're,
juvenile-
that's what I'm here for.
and there's a
I'm
juvenile
trying to
here.
protect children.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
trying to protect
yes,
children
yes,
here.
yes,
And
right.
if you're
are.
saying she's uncomfortable, well,
But
do
there's
you
a
think
child-
those children
there's a
are
child with
uncomfortable
her.
being assaulted?
And there's a child with her as well, Leroy. And you're talking about sex assault, and there's a juvenile sitting there with her, trying to get enrolled.
All good.
So at least Edwin Marinas isn't working with that kid
Listen,
whipping
yes,
his
but Leroy,
out.
Yes, we can't talk about whipping things out in front of a kid. The kid was just here. Leroy, think about the position that you're putting us in with that.
There's no position.
Yes, you're talking about sex assault in front of a kid, and
I'm asking a parent to help protect other
and
children.
and they will. And we're asking you to leave the room.
No, I'm not. I'm going to finish my work here.
We just finished the keys.
I'm going
Thank you.
because I have a right to be here.
Yes.
I have not broken any law, have I?
Yeah, actually, yes, you're infringing. The woman right now may have felt harassed and uncomfortable that when you asking those things in front of a
I'm
child.
trying to help protect children here.
Yes.
And that's the bottom line. That's why I'm
You're
here.
talking about sex assault in front of a woman with her son.
What
She
is
had to be-
what is
had to be-
worse? Asking a mother if
That's not
she
the
will
debate.
help protect
There's
the
a
other
place-
school children?
There's a place.
Oh my God.
There's a place and time for everything.
I asked you
There's
to
a
stop.
place.
Lieutenant,
There's a place
that's
and
not-
time.
You are not.
There's a place
You are
and
not
time
the
for
word
everything.
police, Lieutenant Gaston. You're
No,
not the
neither
word
are you.
police.
Neither are you the
Well,
word police.
I'm not the
There's a
word
place
police.
and time.
I'm the
But
freedom
if she
man.
feels as though uncomfortable about you talking about sex assault to her, then
Is that?
and that she's in a public building, what you're trying to say, she should be able to come and go without being made uncomfortable. Just like you.
That's
Your
not-
rights. Your rights.
That's not on
your rights.
That's not on
your
me.
rights-
Okay,
your
stop.
rights don't go-
I want to finish this.
All right.
You're doing cosplaying right now. I'm not interested.
I'm doing, and you were doing agitating. You're trying to agitate.
I'm
and
trying
all
to
you're
protect
doing is-
children from
yes.
sexual assault, for
Yes.
God's sakes.
Yes.
That's what
Leroy, you're agitating him.
He's agitating himself.
Can
I know you're being facetious.
How
And-
the cop, the hoodie, the beanie guy, the cool guy, he just said before you get into it, he goes, just finish what you're
Yeah.
doing. He
He's
said it.
de-escalating.
Right, he said it.
You're good.
So
Exactly.
Who are you going to follow? Two men of the law. What are you talking about? You guys couldn't even get on the same page. So
Right.
that throws everything out the window.
Right, but here's the thing: I don't need them to tell me can finish either. I'm free. It's during business hours, but this police officer does say something, which is correct. Well, let him finish. Well, I don't need any cops there to watch me and babysit while I am doing a Oprah request during business hours. of the
None.
filming.
No.
But he did do opposite. He said, well, you got to go. I'm like, no, I don't. There's no lawful reason, statute. The other police, to finish means, yes, of course I could stay there.
Right.
So
And he
he
was
was
David G,
right
thanks
right
again.
about it.
Appreciate that.
He wasn't like, just finish up and get out. He was like, no, just finish and you're been done.
Yeah.
He was so light and nonchalant about it. So
Yeah.
there was
That-
no
and-
like aggression coming from anybody else but Gaston.
And that tactic that he's using is really pointing at the lieutenant. He's trying to de-escalate the lieutenant.
Exactly.
He's just telling Leroy to just say, hey, just finish it. Like kind of like ignore what this guy's
Yeah.
saying. Let's have
Yeah.
you finish. And if you notice, just before he comes over, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. He eyeballs the lieutenant. So you can tell that he's going to try to step in and de-escalate. And you're going to see that here in a second, where those screenshots that I showed, where he does the tap. I want you to see the tap on the arm. It's very important. He taps him on the arm, like, all right, bud, come on. And then you're going to
Tap
see him
out,
hold
get
him
out here.
back.
Yeah.
And he's gonna really escalate the situation. The flop.
what I'm trying to do for over a month here.
Are you that or grandstand?
Oh, see,
Or grandstand.
now
Reality is-
now
No,
you are
yes,
going
yes,
down the
yes.
tubes, Lieutenant Gaston.
No,
You need to
yes,
close
it
your
is.
mouth, stop
I don't need to
talking,
close my mouth.
and
I don't. As long as I'm
stop,
saying- as
stop,
long as I'm saying
disengage,
anything
de-escalate, disengage.
You de-escalate.
Stop talking.
I don't have to de-escalate because I'm not.
Shut your mouth. I have a right
I'm telling you.
to
Listen,
speak here.
Listen. All right. All right.
No,
Listen,
you're not
listen,
being
listen,
respectful to me
understand.
right now.
You're not being
Stop
respectful.
talking to me.
And then I
Stop.
can speak to you.
Stop talking to
If
me.
I ask you, time out.
Disengage.
No, I want to talk to you about the law. Now I want to talk to you about
I
the law.
am going to
If
finish
I
this.
You saw that first. You saw that first one where he
Yeah.
pushed him back.
Yep.
And he taps him on the arm, like, all right, come on,
And look at Gaston's arm. Why is he trying to cage me and corner me? That's a very important intentional action he just took.
Yeah,
What is his
intimidating
arm
technique.
doing there?
Yeah.
And he's touching your camera too, right?
I don't know. I'm not
See,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if any of them are on because I can't see anything red. I
There
don't.
had to
But I'm
be-
saying he's touching your camera right now, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
The
I
door.
wonder if you
He's
tried to
touching
pull
the
it down.
door. I think you'll see the camera's going to move it here. It's going to adjust in a second. You'll see his hand more towards the door, I think.
And by the way, the greatest conversations coming up when Leroy starts going blah 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 blah
Blah, 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 blah.
blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I
Well,
love
let's
it.
get back into it, huh?
Yep, let's get back.
If I ask you, the time and place to debate.
Look at this.
The time
Okay.
and place to
He
debate.
escalated. What a
No,
mess.
huh?
Welcome, this is
Pause,
Lieutenant
pause.
Gaston, innocent police.
The time to
Can you
debate-
stop talking?
Listen, no,
I
no.
want to finish
The
my
time to debate.
offer
The
request.
time to debate
Stop
an
talking.
issue, whether the
We don't need to
legality
hear this.
of the
Blah, blah,
legality
blah,
of
blah, blah.
something is in the
Blah, blah,
court,
blah, blah.
not
Blah, blah, blah.
There you go.
Blah,
I
blah, blah.
want everyone, Vinny, to
Yeah.
see his arm. So why is he doing that? That's an aggressive posture he's doing. He's boxing me in.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's hovering. He wants to hover over you.
Yep.
But he's boxing me in too. I mean, his arm is against whatever's against the wall there, and he's hovering, and he's trying to box me in because he's coming in to do violence against me, and then to do a fake, or not fake. He then does a intentional cop flop.
And the cops in the background are getting ready to spring. You can see their body language. I'm
still-
telling you, they're
still-
queued up on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were getting ready to spring, especially Ibis
Yeah.
there. But they're
And
all
Gaston-
starting to surround me.
Is Gaston the highest ranking officer
Yeah.
at that scene?
He's
there?
the lieutenant. He's the
Okay,
supervisor
just wanted
on-
to confirm that. All right, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's your
Right there,
camera
right?
right there in the hallway too, Leroy. It's right
Yeah.
above that sign.
Right,
yeah.
the smoking. Yep.
Blah, blah,
in
blah.
the field.
God,
If I
you're
ask you to do something,
Blah, blah.
just calm down. There's no reason for you to yell at me or
You're-
attack me in any way, shape,
Stop
or form.
talking. Disengage.
It's not the place.
Remove yourself
You
from
stop
me.
from
I have
talking.
no interest in talking with
Because,
you.
but
Back
you're on the
off.
show.
Back
But you're
down.
on the show.
Back
Reality is, this is a buzzing building.
I want to finish
Right.
my Oprah. You are disrupting
we've
my
allowed you
peace.
to.
You are harassing me now.
All right. I've
Disengage.
asked you to leave. Guess what? You won.
Hey,
You won.
Cop,
Great pause.
swap.
LeBron James.
Buzzing building.
I want to finish my
Right.
Oprah. You are disrupting
we've
my
allowed you
peace.
to.
You are harassing me now.
All right. I've
Disengage.
asked you to leave. Guess what? You won.
Hey,
You won. You won. Oh my God.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You are disrupting
We've
my
allowed you
peace.
to.
You are harassing me
All
now.
right. I've
Disengage.
asked you to leave. Guess what? You won.
Hey,
You won. Oh my God.
We have got to the
all
point
that
where
paper
literally anyone
flies
can build a
everywhere.
fully working app
Oh
without
my
knowing
God.
how to
Hold
code.
on here, guys.
This is base 44.
Go back a little, Vinny.
All right.
He pushed off.
Ready?
Go.
Mhm.
disengage.
I've asked you to leave. Guess what? You won.
Hey,
You won. Oh my God. You're under arrest.
All right.
The whole time, that's the only time they said you're under arrest, right there. The
Yeah.
only time they ever said you're under arrest, right there.
Right.
They
He
never
said
said
it
put your
one
hands
more
behind
time.
your back. They never said anything like that. He grabbed you. They threw you to the ground. After you're on the ground is when they say you're under arrest.
Right.
And it's after he screamed the charge out. That's when they said he was under arrest.
Right.
Oh god.
No. It's crazy. Now put me on full screen, Vinny. And something that wasn't in that clip right before the clip is Lieutenant Gaston grabs my arm and then inexplicably, because then I lived it, I was there, he suddenly releases it. He ungrabs it and his hands are flailing. Because if he was legitimately falling, say if he tripped on another officer or himself, what do? You don't let go of something to stabilize you. But he, as someone noted, he dramatically ungrabbed my arm, dramatically released my arm, which would enable him to fall easier. And that's in another clip on AFA, maybe Long Island Audits video. But I'm going to be doing my own video. Artist's going to be working on that soon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was like, it was very weird and confusing with, he suddenly grabs me out of the blue. I had no idea that was coming. Usually with an arrest, they're like, if you don't leave, then we're going to arrest you. if they had said that, even though it was completely unlawful, I had a right to be there. But if they said those words, I would have instantly left, and then I would take it up in court and so forth. I would file a lawsuit, etc. I would have instantly left if they said, if you don't leave, then we will arrest you. And then that was never said. But there would be no reason for them to have me leave at all, because I broke no law. I'm in a public lobby during business hours. So let's finish this up here.
Oh, shit!
No, stop.
We can stop.
I'm not resisting.
I'm not.
You're also this. They're grabbing your hands. Your hands are going behind your back, and you're saying stop resisting. So your hands are already going towards to get handcuffed, and they're saying stop resisting. So I don't understand why they say that.
No,
you're wearing a
I'll
thick
tell you.
jacket.
You're under arrest.
Okay, pause.
You're wearing
Why?
a biker's jacket, so it's not the light fabric. You know, you can't really move your arms. It's tight.
No. It's a very thick. It's
Yeah.
a motorcycle jacket. It's
Yeah.
got padding on the shoulders and so forth.
Exactly. It's meant for getting hurt.
Yeah, I'm glad I wore it. I was injured.
Good that you wore it.
But I could have been injured even more. But here's something that I've been told is what police do, and a number of them do, is they will start yelling, stop resisting, even though you're not resisting, so they can get you on a resisting charge. And even though there's no resisting. And of course, also when I'm being, taken to the ground there, again, I got this jacket on and so forth, but there was no resisting. And why did they arrest me, by the way? Why actually did they arrest me? Oh, no reason. It was a mission they made up with this cop flop, hashtag cop flop. We got hashtag cop Tua, hashtag cop flop. And it was egregious criminal actions that Lieutenant Gaston did to me that day, allegedly on the direct orders of Mayor Senator Brian Stack and Chief Anthony Ficini, allegedly as well. All right, continue.
Oh, shit!
No, stop.
We can stop.
I'm not resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I did nothing wrong.
Relax. 15.
And you see this guy, he's enjoying it. What's his name again?
It's Officer Bido, B-I-D-O.
The guy to the left recording.
Oh, that is Victor Grullon, who is the husband. Oh, listen to this, everybody. This is Victor Grullon.
I brought it up.
Grullon. That's how it's actually spelled. And he is the husband of what's her name? The other
Wendy
Grullon. Wendy Grullon, who is a city commissioner. Wendy Grullon did the same flop when there was a riot attack on me March 9, 2024. And the exposure report was there for that as well and recorded it. She also fell on purpose, and I was charged with simple assault on that one. All charges have since been dropped. She did a intentional fall, just like Lieutenant Gaston, and her husband is recording it. He works for the Board of Education. No one knows what he does. He records me a lot. And he's smiling a lot. He's smiling. And he thinks this is funny. Because why? He was possibly, allegedly told to go over there, record it, because something's going to go down. We're going to finally get Leroy when he didn't break the law.
He sent that right to Stack. I bet you. That was the first text message he sent right to Stack. I bet
it should be. All right, let's continue.
He went hands on. I did nothing wrong.
Hey, relax.
I'm relaxed. Now he's claiming aggravated assault. He went hands on me. I did nothing to him. You tripped on your own. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Your arm is too heavy. I can't breathe.
Hold on, let me lock him up. We're not on you. We're not on you.
Who's on me?
Let her put the cuffs on you, okay? Sit on.
Vermont Press Release. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Vermont Press Release. He says, Leroy Truth, none of those officers had their body cameras active. I was sharing this video with my viewers on X, and they even agreed. Though I think sometimes the lights aren't on, even when they're on.
I've never seen a body cam where they don't have some kind of indication.
All right, I'm going to check on that because it seems like you would have to have an indicator on. So,
I feel like that's kind of part of, I feel like it's got to be a rule.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Why are you following through this, Beto? This is an unlawful arrest. Why are you following through on this? Why are you following through on this? Why are you following through on this?
Oh, Fernando.
Why are you following me through on this? Vito, these cuffs are way too tight.
I'm gonna help
They
you up.
hurt.
I'm gonna help you up and I'm gonna loosen them up.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
I'm gonna pick this up.
I'm gonna pick you up and then we're gonna loosen them up.
I am not resisting.
All right, you
I
ready?
broke my tripod.
You ready to get up?
I'm on the side, yeah, I'm on the side. I'm on the side. My shoulder, bend your knees.
Bend your knees. This
Bend your knees
knee,
in.
this one, and now we're gonna move you up.
All right, there you
Leon
go.
is loving it.
All right,
Wow.
now we're gonna lift you up, okay?
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Now I'll loosen them up.
I want all my equipment together here.
I got your stuff.
Wait, stop moving so I can loosen them up.
And you can see the other officer back over here.
Yeah.
the one that- he's standing up just fine. He looks
Up, up, up,
okay.
Okay, when I saw him, it's like, wow, how do you stand up so fast? And he looks great. He
He
looked
looks
great.
great. Yeah, it looks fine.
Leroy, you can probably get that cell phone camera footage too.
I'm going to request it.
Yeah.
My guess is they're going to delete it unlawfully, or they'll say it's his personal cell phone. They're not going to give it, which is again breaking the law. I will have my attorney make sure they do everything possible to get every one of these videos.
Yeah.
And there's videos in the lobby too. There's at least one camera in that lobby.
It's a few cameras actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I see
one
one
right
that-
there. You
that
can
shot
see- you
right
can see
there.
one in the back too.
Yeah.
All right.
Leroy, I got to jump off, buddy.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, and God bless you, man. Let me know. Give me a link and a reminder what time your show is tomorrow. I would definitely love to.
will. Yeah, we'll do our opening segment, and then we're gonna do the main portion of our segment of the show, talking about your video. I'll drop a link over to you. I'd love to have you come on and talk with us.
No, just great. Appreciate it. All right.
LTO,
Great insights today. They're awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
Okay.
buddy. Take it easy.
See ya. Bye bye.
All right. So let's finish the video up. Then I want to bring. Is it Rogue Nation who's on here?
Rogue Nation is here.
All right. Because I want to.
David X, thank you for David G. Thanks for the $5.
Thank you, David G. God bless you, sir.
This is insane.
All right,
Why did you do that,
Sir.
Lieutenant Gaston? Why did you do that?
Give me 1 second, okay?
Thank you, sir. Yeah. But why are you participating in this unlawful arrest? Why are you participating in this? The cuffs are extreme.
I'm gonna fix that for you. But you have to stop moving.
Oh man. Come on. Terrible.
That's right. There we go. All right. That's
That's
the end
it.
of the video. All right. Let's bring up Rogue Nation and what are your thoughts, Rogue Nation?
Let's bring him up here. 1 second.
There was not anywhere near the force needed to propel him like you saw there without him letting go, right? But first and foremost was the grab. Was that even legal? Him, telling you to get up and go and then immediately followed by going hands on, I don't think is going to cut it.
No.
As far as him being able to say that he had given you, proper notice and ample time to leave. And then again, it's going to go down to a question of, did he even have the authority to ask you to leave? Because you were in there doing something that you were allowed to do, right? There's no time limit on filing an Oprah request. And again, stuff like Tinker, which says that, people's apprehension or fear of what may happen doesn't trump our rights. So if someone's offended, and it's actually interesting that we're talking about this now, because Clearly Established was doing a interview with Otto earlier today. And they were talking about offensive. And Clearly Established brought up a case in Minnesota where these teenagers had burnt a cross in somebody's front lawn. And, the court still found that it was still, protected speech. So if something that offensive is protected, then surely Leroy in there, asking a parent to help protect the children from, a possible sex offender there, or in the school system, would surely be protected. And even if she was offended by that, that would still give them no legal authority to remove Leroy, right? That would be my thought process on it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. And getting back to Otto, who uses a lot of offensive speech. Now, number one, when someone gets offended, what does that mean? There's a comedian who did a great spot on it. Like, oh my God, like we're talking about Otto, and he uses a lot of offensive language, and he's very expressive. And a lot of people are like, oh, he is offensive, or he's, they say all kinds of negative things about him. Well, the First Amendment doesn't kick in until there is offensive speech, because offensive speech is subjective. And what may offend you may not offend person X, but if it offends you, the First Amendment doesn't exist until there is some offensive speech. We're not talking about threats. That's different. No threats. First Amendment doesn't cover that.
Leroy,
But-
if I can interject, I want to say one thing off of the gentleman that just spoke. I didn't catch his name. Sorry, but
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. Nice to meet you.
You have to learn his name because he is very important in this community.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to meet you. What he was saying, like, did he have the authority to do this? Was the hands going grabbing you? Was that legal? Someone in the chat did make a comment saying no one even read you your Miranda rights. Is that, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't that kind of like, I don't know, like, aren't they supposed to read you your rights before you're under arrest? I don't know.
That's only if they are questioning you about the crime that they are charging you with at that time. So usually that doesn't apply before you get arrested. That's just some CSI, TV cop bit that doesn't really apply. So, I mean, they can arrest you, take you to jail, as long as they don't question you about the crime. Without your lawyer present, if you request a lawyer or what have you not, then the Miranda has no bearing really.
Okay,
Right.
that makes sense.
But by the way, they never did read me my Miranda rights, just to let you know. Ever after they arrested me, they never read them to me. And
No.
So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we've done, it's over a almost 2 hour and 50-minute stream. You are awesome, everyone who has been with us this whole time. We had as much as 600 people, a little over. We have still over 457, and
we've raised 20.
You are the freedom fighters. And can the mods find the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office number? And if you could peacefully call tonight, leave a message tomorrow morning, and asking that they open up an investigation immediately into Edward Marinez, the alleged predator assistant principal at Union City Schools, and ask if they will make sure that he gets suspended completely from Union City Schools. And I've got an update for you, ladies and gentlemen. Also, late breaking update is some sources have said that Edmund Marinez has been removed. Now, this is not confirmed yet, but this comes from very credible sources. Edward Marinez has been removed as assistant principal, allegedly, according to some sources. And he says that the work you're doing on relentlessly exposing this story is working. But according to the sources, Ryan Stack and the Board of Education did what the Catholic Church does. According to the sources, they did not suspend him. They moved him to registration. That means he probably still has access to students. It's like moving from parish to parish to parish. This is nuts. You're protecting this guy. Remember, these are allegations. He gets due process. I am simply reporting on allegations. But when someone is alleged to assault the little ones, the KIDs, they have to be immediately suspended. No questions asked, as long as it's a credible allegation, and it is. And so it looks like they did what the Catholic Church does, and they move an alleged predator to a different position. Why is Brian Stack protecting this guy so much? That's the big question. Been over a month. They've got a lot of public pressure to suspend this Edward Marinez, assistant principal. So it looks like they may have moved him to another parish in Union City Schools department's registration. If this is true, got to be suspended. And you need to inform the community and the parents publicly. We have these concerning allegations. We want to make sure the children are safe, and with that, we suspended the teacher until outcome of an investigation. As I said, if he is found that these are not true, I will be the first to report that these were not true. And if it is true, I will be the first to report that. So let's do a round robin here real quick, and 30 seconds. Final words. Let's start with Aria.
Yeah, I think the video speaks for itself. I think it's definitely gonna be a flop. No pun intended. I think it's gonna fall through. You have an incredible team. You're gonna have great representation. So really, I think this is a no-brainer. And yeah, man, I'm rooting for you. So I'm excited to work on this video. This one's gonna be once we get all the footage we need to get and finish and everything. Yeah, this is gonna be a great one. Very impactful.
Absolutely, and thank you, Aria. And Christopher really said, like a TV commercial, and someone said they hope the felony charges are dropped. And let's thank the trolls that are here supporting the channel. And trolls, yep, your comments help the algorithm. So God bless you too.
Yeah.
And also, everyone, please subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, like for most of us, 70 to 80% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. They love our content, but they don't subscribe. And so if you're not subscribed, I'm getting close to 60,000. And again, I haven't posted regularly. Aria is helping me change that, because YouTube will give any channel more reach if you post regularly. And I now have, let's see, subscribers. I got 59,187. So I'm only 813 away from 60,000. Help me get to 100,000 by January 1, 2026. And because this information has to go out to more people. Please smash the like button on this live, this epic live. Please like the video. Please share on every social media that exists. And I want to thank David Snow with the Exposure Report. Please subscribe to him.
And happy birthday.
And happy birthday to him. And Vinny, Garden State Accountability, please subscribe to him. And happy birthday to Vinny, who just had a birthday, 2 days ago?
2 days ago, the 14th, the day you got arrested.
Yeah. A day.
Oh, wow, you will never forget that birthday, man.
No, I won't.
And,
either of you.
And I want to thank Aria of AV Designs, my incredible editor and friend. And please, if you need any type of editing work, he's doing some work now for Long Island Audit. I recommended he do some work. And today's video was edited by AV Designs.
Yeah, the owner interview, that was great. The informant for Fahey.
Yeah,
that one was great. That's a really fun one.
Aria also, he created the spot for the sponsor for one as well.
Yeah, that one I did. That was great too. Yeah,
so ideally he'll be doing more with them, and awesome. And so final words, Vinny.
Well, I mean, this was just a total injustice. I'm sorry for my camera. My other camera died, so this is all I got right now.
All right.
But total injustice. I think the charges are made up. They're fake. I believe this was all planned. That's just my opinion. You clearly didn't knock him over. It was definitely an act. And I like what you did there in Sean's video. And the Oscar goes to, and the Oscar goes to.
That was great insight from Mr. Sean Paul. He just threw that in there. I was like, that's a great idea, Sean.
Yeah.
But
so that was awesome. And then for them to say you're resisting, you're on the ground. They say you're under arrest. You put your hands behind your back. I don't see it. And obstruction of what? Obstruction.
No,
I didn't resist. I want to be doing your public records request.
No, there was no resisting. I just want to be clear.
Oh, I know. We saw the video. Everybody saw the video.
Yeah.
You was your you had a thick jacket. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everything.
And they were obstructing you from doing your open public records request.
Right. Exactly. A peaceful man sitting on a chair, for God's
sake. Yeah, you had business for real.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
If you don't mind, may I say a couple words before you drop out?
Is that Wolverine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Go.
So what I've seen, and I've been around a while, and that clearly I wanted to bring that up. The PC was not good enough for him to put his hands on you. You were in an open time, place, and manner. It was open to the public. That was a public spot. And you had a right to finish your business. He was gaslighting you by using that woman's feelings to enforce feelings when he's a law enforcement officer. And what I wanted to reiterate to everybody that's listening, because it's very important, Leroy, truth, bro, I see you in jail. I'm not trying to burn bread on you at all. I'm trying to tell your subscribers that you're in real trouble. These people have big bootlicking pockets, and as you see, corrupt is corrupt, and power does what it wants. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it when you got the judge coming in already. You have all these public servants that all are working together behind the scenes to do what they need to do to silence your speech. And all you're doing is trying to protect the public by giving them information that they can use to give them their own judge of character, whether they want this person to be in that school or not. If they don't know the information, how the hell are we going to respond, right? So somebody's got to tell them, and he had every right to say it. And that is exactly what it was, prior restraint. And if anything, it was a deflection because he put his hands on you, unwanted touching, while being armed, unlawfully, giving you unlawful orders and gaslighting you all the while. So, but my point is that I'm telling you, bro, you need an attorney. And I would suggest you to look out a guy that I know, Attorney Steele from Georgia. This guy knows what he handled a celebrity. I've reached out to him a couple times and got some information off of him that was pertinent to mine, and I've won using that information and me having court decorum as well. So I would suggest that you reach out to that Attorney Steele that I'm speaking on, or if you don't know him, I'll send over his information.
Yeah, send me his information. Yeah.
You need at least $125,000. I'm telling you that right now to get out of this, because I already see what they're going to do to you, man, because they do it to everybody else. And people, if you're listening to me and if you care about this guy, I would dig a little deeper and send it to his PayPal.
All right. Thank you. And if you're going
You're welcome, man.
PayPal and Venmo in there as well, and as well as the GoFundMe. In fact, if you GoFundMe is the easiest. They don't take any percentage out. Just
all right, I'm going to send over 100 right now. People that do that, I come on and do it with me, man. People that are the last minute listeners, understanding how much trouble this guy's in, come together. No matter what your biases are, man. If you're political, whatever it is, you got to look at the constitutional facts in this issue. And this guy, whether you agree with him or not, they don't have a right to silence him in any way, shape, or form, because he's not creating a disturbance while on our public tax dollars. He pays taxes too. He's 1099 for his channel. It's a proven fact that this guy pays taxes. So he should not be treated in the manner like he's a nobody. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. I'm back quiet reading the mail. Yep.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the generous donation. And also, before you go, many people may not realize how serious this is. The entire state of New Jersey corrupt government is trying to get me in state prison. I was set up, and it's Mayor Brian Stack is one of the many people alleged to have been part of this plot. And it's been going on for almost 2 years, but they're escalating it. So every penny that you donate is going to be hugely, hugely helpful. So with that, I want to thank, again, Aria of AV Designs. Awesome video editor, awesome man. I'm sure his family is proud of him. If you need an editor, big or small, contact him.
Yep.
And put your contact information there if you would, AV Designs. Garnstein Accountability. And please subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Please subscribe to him. Put the link in there.
I am rebuilding some of the content right now, so it's a work in progress. But yeah, please subscribe.
Yeah, please put the link in there, please, Aria. And Garnstein Accountability, he did so much work behind the scenes, networking with people, asking other channels to letting them know about my unlawful arrest and sending the video content to them. You did so much, Vinny. You drive hours from where you live. He lives in South Jersey. He's driving 2.5, 3, 4 hours sometimes to come up to Union City. So please subscribe to
You're my friend, brother. You're my friend. So
What's that?
You're my friend. I'd do anything for you, brother.
No, same here, my man. Thank you. And also the exposure report, David Snow. It's his birthday. It was Vinny's birthday 2 days ago. So he needs double the subscribers that you would normally do. And also David Snow, the exposure report, it's his birthday. And he even took some time out of his family to come here and to be online. Please subscribe to David Snow, the exposure report. And also Scalzo Photo. He does a lot in the background. You have no idea. And he's our forensic video analyst. He's like Brian of LTL Media. And if Scalzo and LTL Media get together and do forensic video analysis on my videos, I think the world will explode. So please subscribe to Scalzo Photo. He's been very sick for about a month, since Autopalooza. And I hope you get better soon, Scalzo. Everyone does. We want you back, in person on the team. And he was the first before I met any of the other team members, right after I started my channel. And also, please subscribe to me. Help me to get to 100,000. I'm only about 713 away from 60,000. And ask your friends, your family, the milkman, if they still exist, your cable guy, your dentist, subscribe to Leroy Truth Investigation so we can get this message, these reports out to more people. And they do make a difference. And
almost 60,000.
Yeah, we're getting close, man. It's getting close. And I'm going to be posting more regularly so that everyone can see, more people can see the content. And
I'll be doing a story on this too as well. So you should get some more support that coming that way as well. This is that what I see, what happened again. It's just all bull crap. It was a show of force. They intimidated you with 4 police in the first grand. You see, the more he talked to you, did you see how more police started showing up in the camera?
Oh yeah, and they were getting closer to me. They were encroaching on me to pounce.
That's called a show of force, and they use that intimidating tactic. That's why I always called it corrosive tactics. And then they go into their gaslighting tactics, right? So, and all he did was basically bait you into a conversation with him that was undesirable to you, and he ended up turning it into an assault by assaulting you first. And the bootlickers, see, here's the problem. The bootlickers, and I hate to call them, I hate to use the ad hominem because I know it's divisive and it's derogatory, but unfortunately, there's nothing, I don't know what else to do. I have educated people on constitutional law, and it seems like people are cherry picking the law. It seems like when it's good for them or their people, then they don't see the Constitution, or no, excuse me, that's backwards. When they see it's good for them, they use it. But when it comes against their false narrative, and what happens? They make their own operating standard procedure, which is corporate law. That is what's wrong with our states. The states has the 10th Amendment that allows the state, not these 6 to 12 people that are called councilmen and women. They're not allowed to be creating these laws, but they do. And we let them get away with it. All this submissive bullshit, it's going to come to an end one day. I know it is. It can only last so long because the taxpayers can only handle so much. And there's too many people that are not paying taxes that are getting all this tax money, and yet it's being wasted. And the guy that you're fronting off, this is not his only scandal, okay? And you know it, and I know it. So I'm just trying to stay on your narrative tonight as far as what you mean, and I suggest people support it. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. Wife's calling. See ya. Good night.
Thanks for your generous support. And also, I think James Freeman is in here. Is that Grande Willie? And as all of you who are fans of James Freeman, he was one of the first. And I'm not going to call him an auditor. He is not labelable. He is much more than that. And he is one of the most creative, direct, strong, courageous men that I've seen in this community, in this group, in the work that we do. He's creative. He's got with the whole clipboard thing. I'm going to start using that sometimes too. I will give you full credit. It is freaking genius. It is genius. And how you were talking about auto, and they're confusing auto with automobile. It's like, I'm looking for my auto. You took my auto. And so, yeah, Brandon Mitchell, who's James Freeman? And Freeman James. So I don't know if you're still here, but subscribe to James Freeman if you're not already. Also, please subscribe to Long Island Audit if for some reason you're not. He's so close to 1 million. He's 999,000. I think the last he said, I think it was 310 away from it. So what an extraordinary achievement. And James Freeman is up there. I think he's got like 600,000 subscribers. And most importantly, a lot of viewers. You know, important to, no matter how many subscribers you have, it's important, you know, people are watching the videos. And so, Mr. Texas, I want to see Leroy do the auto dance with a sign. Incredible. So, just before we go, again, anyone, if you can donate to my legal defense fund, it is going to help me to stay out of state prison with these bogus, unlawful charges when you got the entire state of New Jersey government and the media against me in the state of New Jersey, all the way up to Governor Phil Murphy and the Attorney General Matt Platkin. And Mikey Sherrill as well, the New Jersey governor-elect, who's a total puppet of Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, because he got her elected. So I want to thank everyone for joining. This has been an epic 2 hour and 30-minute live. My plan was in 30 minutes, I think, initially, maybe an hour tops. But we had a lot to share with you. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure the all notification bell is on. And please subscribe to Brian Here's the Deal as well. You know, he's amazing. So we'll see you next time, everyone. I want to thank Vinny for being the producer. You did a really good job, Vinny.
Yeah, shout out to Vinny. He did a great job.
And I can just share content and so forth. And Curtis, before you go here, for Leroy, however you need to use it, please keep up the fight. Thank you. And before we go, I want to once more read the super chats. So appreciative. And if you can put them up there as I'm reading them.
Yeah. Are you going from the top?
Yeah, going from the top. And so we got, and it's great to see you free again, Bin. Thank you, Bin. And Kim Gibson became a YouTube member. And if you're not a member, please consider that. Just for a few dollars a month, it will help. Alex Tover, thanks for the $20 super chat. And Underground Adventures, the truth will prevail because we're all doing it. And please call Hudson County Prosecutor's Office peacefully tonight and tomorrow. Leave a message tonight. Call them tomorrow. Ask them to immediately open an investigation and to get Edward Marina suspended. And against all odds, please add this to Leroy's legal fees. We got your back, Leroy. We're going to pack the courthouse too. That would be great to see you all there. And we got Constitution Freedom Fighter, have a coffee on me. And I don't drink coffee, but I'll have a smoothie on you.
That one was for on my channel.
Oh, okay.
So thank you, Constitutional Freedom Fighter. I appreciate that.
And Ali Bell, I would bet my house that Leroy didn't resist or hurt anyone. You're right. I did not. And Let's Otvo, incredibly generous. We all have a goal. Together we can do it. Our own networking can make it happen because as Martin Luther King has said, the problem is not that we are outnumbered. The problem is that we are out-organizing. Myself and Vinny and the Exposure Report, Sean Long Island Audit, we're all organizing in our area. And Seth, God bless you. Seth 917, $20 super chat. Thank you. And Lynn Harris Graylin, thank you so much. So generous. Leroy, I'm so sorry these corrupt PD and politicians unlawfully arrested you. And BS Unleashed became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Leroy Truth Seekers family. And you can move them a little quicker, Vinny. And I guess they repeated it again. Once again, BS Unleashed. And Eileen became a member.
This one's for you.
Okay. Constitution Freedom Fighter, this is to pay for your first, second legal counsel. I think that's funny as hell and correct as hell. Wolverine Transparency, again, thank you. I'm so pissed about the rules for thee and not for me. The double standard is elsewhere and everywhere. It is so important. Oh, I wasn't done reading that one. Oh. It is so important to support one another and stand behind people you don't like in this movement. This is not a liking contest. And he had Super Chat 20, and then he also donated another 100. And Ben, Leroy Truth for America. Remember, we are all Leroy Truth. Next. And Space Miner, 1A religious violation. Cop said use praying hands. Flying Auditor, God bless you, my brother. Yo, brother, what's your Cash App? And ideally, we got that on there. And Wolverine Transparency, as an elder in the 1A and have been for a long time. This man needs real help from the whole, as a whole. Drop the like and comments out there and come together no matter what trash talking you heard. And Odin and OK 100, full support to you from Norway. It's great to have the international support. We are one people in the entire world. David gifted 1 Leroy Truth Investigations membership. Thank you for that. Odin became a YouTube member. That's awesome. And friend enthusiast, you will win, Leroy. You have friends. I really appreciate each and every one of you. David gifted Leroy Truth Investigations membership. And Vermont press release, Leroy Truth, none of those officers had their body cams active as I was sharing this video with my viewers on X, and they even agreed. And please share this on every social media platform again and again. David, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Curtis Raymer, $10 Canadian. For Leroy, however you need to use it, please keep up the fight, coming from Canada, which has way less rights than us. You want to see where we're going? If we don't individually and collectively come together and keep America free and hold corrupt politicians accountable, we'll become Canada, then Australia, and then way worse than that. So then we have Scooby-Doo become a YouTube member. Excellent.
David gifted another membership.
Wow, David, thank you so much for your generosity.
And friend enthusiast.
Okay, any others?
That's it.
All right, so we're going to end this stream. Thank you for joining us. Please like this live stream. Please share this live stream. And Aria, I may ask Aria to do like a highlight version of it as well.
Yeah.
And I once again thank Vinny, Garcia Accountability, for doing an excellent job on producing the show today. Stay tuned for so much more. We will never stop. And once again, as Martin Luther King said, the problem is not that we are outnumbered. The problem is that we are organized. And alone we fall, together we stand. And there's a lot more peaceful, freedom, constitutional protectors than there are of the corrupt politicians. And we always do this peacefully. Hold on. We always do this peacefully. We condemn violence 100% for all parties. We want to solve this legally and through social media pressure, peacefully. And what's that, Garden State?
Agent right here.
Okay, excellent. Agent right here, $20. We are one, and when we are one, we will win. That's it for tonight. God bless you all. Thanks, Accountability for All. John Felix as well, doing stories on this Strong Long Island audit. The end of Erie County is going to do a story on it. And if you have a YouTube channel, please share this. The world needs to see what happened, because what they did to me, they can do to you. Because when they do an injustice against one of us, they do an injustice against all of us. God bless you all. Good night. I am Leroy Truth.